Hey everybody, Matt Recklitis here, and kind of a last minute thing. We're putting together the semifinals of the 2021 NEBC Club Championships. This is Marty Storer versus Dougie Roberts. This is a best 2 out of 3 series. We missed the first match. Dougie won the first match. I believe the score was 9-2, but I might be mistaken about that. But we're jumping in now to the action in match number 2. It's the first game. Maybe some people will join us later. I've sent out a link to some of the locals at the club to see if they want to do some commentary. But again, it's all last minute. We're really preparing for our finals next weekend, and so this is kind of a test run, but we can have a little bit of fun with it. And, well, let's see what's going on in the match. We got Dougie playing the blue checkers on the bottom and Marty white checkers on the top. No score yet in this match. Looks like Dougie has built a nice little 5' there. And he's holding the cube. So things are looking good for Dougie, me boy. Marty's board does not look particularly good, I'd have to say. He's, I guess at this point, his best hope is to get an advanced anchor and somehow squirm out of there and win a race. So he's not dead, although I don't know how he's going to avoid. He's gonna. I don't know how he's going to avoid a recube. He's gonna. It's going to have to be an instant thing where he goes from where Dougie's too good to just not good enough all at once. And Marty's board crashes down even more. Okay, his 4-point is now stripped. Dougie makes the 3-point. All right, Marty's got his checkers in position to launch. I think even if Marty rolls a double 6, he's not going to be able to take a cube. So this is pretty much a play on for Dougie until he gets hit. No fear for Dougie. Look at Marty's got nothing in his board. Even if he's hit, Dougie's still in the commanding lead of this game. So, oh, he did it. He rolled the double 6. Dougie's that's enough of that. The race is even. In fact, Marty's up a pip, but it's deceptive because of the stacks he has on the ace and 2-point. Yeah, it's too much for Marty to take. So Dougie cashes it. He takes a 2-0 lead and wins the opening roll 4-2. These are 9-point matches. Marty must win this match to stay alive. Otherwise, Dougie will be into the finals. 5-2 for Dougie. He can. He's going to use the 5 to reinforce that 8-point, and then with the 2, he can either split or come down. He's choosing to split. Kind of put some pressure on Marty's builder on the 9. Marty uses that builder to make the bar point. Now a 2-1 for Dougie, so he can anchor up and look for an ace, or he can try to find a more creative play. So here we go. He doesn't want. He decides against the anchor. You know, it's not that great of an anchor, that 22-point, and he gets to unstack his mid. So he's staying flexible with that play rather than the alternative would have been to slot the 5 and leave a bunch of shots. Marty hits him in the outfield anyway, the hard way. Now Dougie does establish an anchor, and 5-3 for Marty. He'd like to hit he'd like to hit Dougie, but 5-3 is blocked, so he's gonna have to find something else. 2-1 now. Dougie can either advance his anchor or make a bar point here. He goes for the bar. Dougie's a little bit stripped in the outfield. He's going to have to get some of his back checkers moving on this roll. He's hoping for something that leaps him into the outfield. Oh, he gets it. 6-2. This will let him leap into the outfield. Good for Dougie. 4-3. Marty's going to hit with the 3, I think, and then look for a 4. There's really no good 4. He could just bring 2 down off the mid, but that gives up the whole outfield. So there's kind of a stodgy play of just kind of stacking up on the 6 point. Or he could run. He stacks up. Marty's got a pretty good lead in this race if he can get past Dougie's growing prime there. So 5-1. Dougie might try to extend that prime. He does. He slots the 5 point. Marty misses 6-4. He's going to have to play behind Dougie's, and Dougie completes the 5 prime. And look at this. He's into the outfield. He's got a nice 5 prime. Marty's got to get up to the edge. He's not going to be able to do it with this roll. 5-4. He's just playing behind Dougie. He doesn't want to give up his race. Dougie might be thinking of cubing here. He's got a nice block. Marty's pretty brittle. 5-1. I think he's going to slot the back and slot the back of the prime and spread out his. Oh no, he just stacks up. This is also fine. Dougie has cube access, so he can creep in on an efficient cube. 2-1. He was hoping to hit. He's not going to do it. And now if Marty can get it, he does get it. If Marty can get it past that blockade. Oh, but he doesn't survive the hit. Too bad. Too bad. Marty had a nice race lead. That would have been. What do we have here? 5-2 now. Marty's going to have to leave a. (6-1) for Dougie. Now 6-3. Marty's not at the edge. He's got to get to the edge. I think Dougie's going to crash now, but at least he puts Marty up on the bar. Dougie can think about cubing here. Marty's position is pretty brittle. He's got 6 checkers behind Dougie's anchor. 3-1. Marty has to choose between getting up closer to escaping this prime or saving the blot. He saves the blot, protecting his race lead. Dougie's rolling on. Now a 6-4 for Marty. He can hope to make a 4th point in his board, but he's going to get attacked pretty soon. Let's see how Dougie plays the double threes. Yeah, he goes for the full prime here. 6-4 points on him. Or will Dougie go fishing? Let's see. What kind of play is Dougie going to make here? He can close him out right now, or he can go fishing. He's going fishing, and I can't blame him. 5-4. He can fish for another roll. Hopefully Marty rolls that ace that gives him some shots. It's fairly risk-free. He's risking a double 6, I guess. Everything else looks to play. Double 5s can play safely, just not the way he would like. Would leave an indirect shot. Dougie's on the clock. He's thinking about it. So he's got a bad double 6. Let's see. Double 4. Yeah. So the numbers that don't cover, that don't. Well, Dougie cashes it. There wasn't much either. Well, he could have taken a roll, I guess, but he was usually going to end up cashing that cube anyway, so doesn't need to risk the double 6. Okay, so 6-5 now for Dougie. 4-2. Marty's going to build up his board. 3-2 for Dougie. He's got some choices here. I don't think he's going to slot. Most likely he's going to play something in the outfield. Yeah, he does. He stacks on the 8 point. Double 5 now. That's a great roll for Marty. 4-point board, attacking, 5-1. Is Dougie going to put a 6 checker on his 8 point? He might have to, because otherwise he's got blots hanging out. But I don't think that's going to stop Marty from cubing. This is too powerful board. And, Marty does take a roll here. Okay. I thought Marty might have spun it there. Behind Dougie's position is pretty fragile. Marty's even got a race lead here. 6-4 is going to point. That's a pretty good roll for Dougie. 3-1. Let's see if Marty goes on the attack here. He does. And a fan. And now what? Is this too good? No. Marty's going to spin the cube. I think he's just going to get a point here. He does have 2 checkers to bring around, but that's the mirage. Dougie's getting creamed in this game. 5-4. Dougie wins the opening roll. He splits to the 20, 4-2. Marty can't hit him, but he can make an interboard point. Now 5-2 for Dougie. He can run out to the mid. That's what he does. 6-4. So Marty has some different plays here. He decides on a split and down. 6-2 is going to hit in the outfield. And Marty hits him back with a double 2. And then he'll have another 2 to play. He gets further into the outfield with 18-16. 4-3 hits back. A little bit of a hitting contest going on here. 3-6 hits back. 5-6 hits back. It's a slugfest. First one to fan is in trouble. 4-6. Okay. Now someone's got to think about a play. So Marty slots. He slots up on the 7. He gets an extra checker in there for attacking. He's duping some 2s. And the 4s are also duped. So I think that was a duplication play. So with this 2-6, well, it's interesting. He can hit. Oh, he makes a point. Okay. Marty's got 3 checkers back plus kind of a 4th one in the outfield, not fully escaped. So Dougie decides he doesn't need to hit anymore. Probably a good play. Marty's got a bigger board. Dougie's got the race lead. He's kind of wants to convert this into a race, and that's what he's doing. Marty's established an anchor, double 4. This will tighten up the race a little bit. Marty's blot on the 16 point is stuck, but Dougie can't hit it. Double 6 though is great for the race. Look at this huge race lead that Dougie's got here. Double 1s. Marty can maybe safety his blot, but not sure how much that blot matters. He might want to keep it there for the contact and continue building his board. Marty's in trouble here. Yeah, so he kind of makes a middle play where he keeps the blot there for some pressure on the mid, but Dougie just clears right past him, and Dougie's got a commanding lead again in this game. Now he's going to cube. There's no way Marty can take this, and he lets it go. So 4-1 for Dougie. He is on fire. His dice are smoking. All right, 6-2. Let's see if Marty can come back now. 6-2. Marty's going on the offense. 6 down. Hits with the 2s. 1-6. Dougie can hit back. Marty keeps trying to attack. Dougie keeps thwarting him. He just can't seem to get his wheels spinning out of the mud. Let's see if Marty can get something going. He's got an airboard point now. 4-1. Not the best roll for Dougie. He can make the bar point, or he can safety his blot. Making the bar looks okay, I guess, because Marty's got 3 checkers back. You would like to hem them in. Making the mid, though, is safer. Dougie does have a race lead. He's protecting his race lead. Marty rolls a 6-5. He's happy to get one of those checkers off his 24 point and split out to Dougie's bar, try to create some contact. 5-3. So Dougie can play it safe, but it would be pretty ugly looking. He decides something more constructive, making his 3.61. Marty's blot can't move forward, but he can make an anchor. Marty slots. It's 5.31. Dougie hits. These guys are playing fast. 4-1. This is going to be another hit back, I think. More slugfest. Equal board strength, but Marty's board is better from a purity point of view. If he does hit, oh, I see. He has his choice of hitting. He could hit in the outfield with the 4, but he hits, and he gives up his last bear. Oh, Dougie fanned. Marty finally's got something going now. Behind 4-1, he's got Dougie up on the roof. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 checkers in the zone, but he's shooting at. He's got 3s to cover, 4s, 7s hit, and some 10s. No, I guess all the 10s were covered with the 4s. Okay, Dougie gives it up. Marty benefits from an early fan in that game. Crawling back a little bit in the score. Okay, here we go. Dougie off to another good start, but this time Marty's got a 4 prime, so that's going to that's the speed kills, they say. And Dougie's off to a fast start, but Marty's gonna maybe outtime him the way this is shaping up. Yeah, Marty's getting the spares in place, trying to extend his 4 prime, and Dougie's points are deep. He's really in need of getting his back checkers moving before the walls close in on him. Dougie's on the clock here. I don't think he's thinking of doubling, though. He's probably, well, Dougie, when you see Dougie play live, he likes to have a bottle of wine by him. So maybe he was refilling his glass there. That's kind of what I think might have been happening, hoping for a good roll. It didn't happen, though. He ran into the outfield with 2-6, but got pointed on. Then a fan, and now Marty's putting the pressure on again. He's shooting at a 4 spot. He's got another blot in the outfield. Dougie gives it up. Too many gammons there for Dougie to get involved with that one. So we move on to the next game. 4-3. Dougie wins the opening roll and splits. 6-5. Marty runs. Now a 6-2. He can anchor up on Marty's bar point. That's what he does. 4-2. So Marty can just build his inner board. Yes. 6-4. Also will make an inner board point for Dougie. Very safe. 6-3. Is Marty going to stay back, or is he going to run into the outfield? He's running. He does have a small deficit in the race lead, but he would like to disengage, it looks like. Double twos looks pretty good. That's going to give him a new landing spot in the outfield. The race is still pretty tight. Double twos. Dougie builds his board. 6-5. This is also going to play smoothly. Yes. 5-3. Okay, so Dougie's settled into this holding game here. Marty's going to try to clear past him, but the race is pretty close. So without a sizable race lead, I don't think you're going to see a cube anytime soon. Someone's going to have to roll a big set. 6-5. Dougie gives up the mid. That's fine. He's not really using that. That's not what he's using to hold Marty. He's holding him from the bar. He doesn't need to. So basically, when the race is close like this, you don't want to bury your checkers deep. You want to preserve your racing. Both players are going to kind of build up the board in case they get a shot. I don't think they're saving sixes at this point. They don't want to you don't want to give up too much in the race. Usually to save sixes or stuff like that, you have to start burying your checkers deep. It's premature for that. Timing-wise, it does look like Marty's the one who's – I'm sorry, Dougie's the one who might have to crack first, although Marty does have 3 points that are stripped, so even that could go either way. Dougie is ready. 6-1. It's Marty. Marty's the one who's going to blink first. He's leaving a 3 shot. There's a game-winning shot if Dougie can hit it, but he does not. 6-4. He's going to fill in his board. And now it's Marty it's Dougie who has to avoid rolling a 6. Otherwise, he's gonna bleed. All right. Again, a pause. Dougie's hoping for a good roll. I can tell he's caressing his wine glass, hoping for double 5s, but he didn't get it. 6-2. So Marty gets to clear his 8 point. Double 2s. Well, Dougie's behind slightly behind. I think he's just going to, well, he can make a middle play, I guess. He could move up a little bit, but it would have involved breaking his board. He gets a shot. Oh, this is interesting. This is for sure a game-winning shot. And let's see, Marty can play 13-6 and leave Dougie with bad aces. That's what he does. But Dougie can think about cubing here because for Marty to win this game, he's got to survive getting hit, and then he has to win the race. And so small numbers are going to hit. So that's good because it means for Dougie's point of view, either he hits or he's getting large numbers that are good for the race. So for Marty to win, it's a parlay. He's got to survive the shot and then win the resulting race. So this is a reasonable cube. It's reasonable to think about the cube. Now, the problem with cubing is if you don't hit, now you're in a very close race with your opponent holding the cube. But he had cube access anyway. It was a centered cube, that might have been an initial cube actually, just because cube access was available to both people. Anyway, Dougie hits and he cashes the game, and we're on to the next one. 5-3 lead now for Dougie. Six-5. Marty leaps to the outfield. 3-1. Marty makes the 5 point. Now a 6-5 for Dougie. He makes a bid to escape. He gets away with it. Marty cannot hit back. Marty keeps the contact on. He is behind in the race. So 4-2. Dougie has a safe play. Makes the 9 point. Very safe. 4-3. 3-1 for Dougie. He's building up his block. He's got a 15-point lead in the race. 6-4, though, is going to tighten up the race here. That tightens up the race. So if Marty decides to run, he's still losing the race. The question is whether that's his best chance of winning, because he's facing a growing prime and he can get attacked. And so that's what he does. Even though he's entering a losing race, if he gets away with this, it's his best chance for going forward. And again, Dougie can think about cubing here because he's ahead in the race and he's got some shots. They're not game-winning shots, but they are pretty good because of the strength of that prime. Dougie rolls and misses the shot. So it looks like we are going to have a race here. 3-1, not a good racing number for Marty. But the race is young. Anything can happen. 4-1. Now it's a matter of just efficiently getting your checkers where you want them, which is the high points. You want your checkers placed on the 4, 5, and 6 points for an efficient bear-off. Double sixes, the cure-all. But still not quite enough. Even that large set is not quite enough. It puts Marty in the lead, but doesn't give him a doubling advantage. So both players have only one checker on their 4 point. They're going to want to start putting checkers on their 4 point. Marty at least now has gotten a second checker onto his 4 point. And let's see if Dougie 4-3, he can get a checker onto his 4 point. I think he should put one there. He does. 5-1. So Marty can get 2 crossovers. Yep. Double six. And now Dougie vaults into the lead. And he does have a doubling advantage. He's up 10 pips. I think for money, this is a pass. At the score, probably still a pass. Yeah, Marty lets it go. Okay, 6-3. 6-3, Dougie. 3 away, 6 away. So now we're getting into the part of the match where the take points and the doubling windows do start getting greatly affected by the score. At 3 away, Dougie's going to be fairly conservative with the cube. He got an opening double six. This is the kind of game Dougie wants. Something with an advanced anchor, low gammons, and that he can kind of creep up into an efficient racing cube. 6-2. 6-4, Marty hits back. That's a big shot. Marty really needed that, but he's got some blots laying around, and Dougie's going to hit him. 4-3. Marty can come in with the 4 and then decide which 3 he wants. He decides to make the outfield point. Dougie points on him in his board. Now Marty's scrambling a little bit again. 5-2. Marty's fighting for that advanced anchor. It's not going to happen, though. Dougie crushes him with a double 3. Ouch! Look at that. 5 prime. And I guess Dougie's playing on here. He can cruise to a gammon if he can close out Marty, but Marty's able to anchor, and Even though he's way up ahead in this match, this is the type of position he can think about turning the cube. 2-1. I think he's just going to play something safe here. So come out with the 2 and pump the 1 forward. He's still got 2 builders for the 2 point. 5-1 is fine. 6-1. I guess Marty's got to hit. He's got to leave a shot anyway. Although the safest way would just to be to make the ace point. That would be if he makes the ace, he's only leaving a single shot. And okay, he goes for the hit this way. Now he's going to get hit back. He could have. So, but if he had made the ace, was he blocking double threes? No, double threes still would have played because, yeah. So Dougie hits, and with the 2, he stacks up. He doesn't want to let Marty have a counter prime opportunity. 6-4. Unless he wants to break his prime, which he doesn't want to do, he's going to have to play the 6, 18 to 12. And then that leaves the 4 as 24-20. So now Marty does have some, oh my God, I was going to say Marty does have some counter priming chances. And oh boy, with that roll, does he get them. Now he escapes 2 checkers. He creates 5 out of 6 in his prime. And look at, oh my Lord, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. This is too good. I mean, if he once Marty gets to the edge, it's going to be a pass. So I mean, it's going to be it's already too good. Oh wow, what a turnaround. Double 5s. Marty invites the contact. I don't think Dougie's going to fall for it, though. Nope. Dougie plays 6 to 5. He's trying to kill his 5s. He's trying to give up his 6 point and kill his 5s to preserve as much of his board as he can. 6-4. Now 5s play. 4-3 is going to crunch a little, but he's got a 4-point board now. Marty leaves a shot with 6-1. Rolls boxes. He's effectively fans. Dougie needs a 5. Even a 5-1, I think he'll be happy with. Double 5s. Definitely happy with that. Now he gets to keep a 4-point board. He gets to run into the outfield. 6-5. Marty's going to have to bury his checker. Cube's still in the middle. 2-1. I think Dougie can start building his board, but no, he wants the 2 crossovers. Double 3s. Marty's got no bad numbers, so he can take a roll without risk. And because there are no shots coming, there's really no reason not for Dougie to slot his deuce, so he does. He's going to try to build up that 5-point board. Double 3s will do it. 2 crossovers. Does Marty have any bad numbers here? I don't think so. Now Dougie would like to get out of there. He doesn't want to have to crack his board. He needs to leap that 3'. Double 5s will do it. But this will end the game, I think. Marty can take a. He can try for the G. It's a long shot. It would be a very sneaky G. And that's Jen, no G. Okay. Wow, that was an exciting game. Dougie was commanding lead, and then Marty with that monster double six. Oh man, what a monster that roll was! Wow. Oh, these guys are playing for PR. Yeah, you don't give your opponent a doubling decision, right? Is that what's going on? Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's easier just to finish it out than to find out where the resign button is. Anyway, on to the next game. All right, 5-4. Marty hits loose. He takes a tempo away. Gives Dougie an ace shot. And look at this, double threes is going to come in and make the 5. Great roll for Dougie. 1-4. Marty's going to have to come in high and hit. But there's blots all over. And Dougie's got a nice strong board if he can hit some of them. Oh, he hits 2. Look at that. Marty fighting back. He comes in with 2, and with the other 2, he has his choice. He can hit or make the 5 point. He makes the 5 point. Double 2s. Dougie's beating him. He's beating those blots into the ground. Marty's got to try to establish a second anchor here. He's really got no forward game at this point. All of his checkers are back or stacked up on the midpoint. The forward checkers he does have are at least efficiently placed. He built a 5 point, so that's pretty good. But everything else has been going Dougie's way. Some light from Marty with that double 2. He advances his anchor up to the edge. He sends another checker back, and that was a pretty good roll. 5-4 now, so he can develop, make the 9 point, and bring a builder in. And now Marty's got some teeth on his side of the board. 3-2 is interesting for Dougie. Is he going to come out? Yep, he comes out. 2-1. 2-1. This is something to think about. There's a number of plays here. Marty can hit, but it means giving up his structure on the forward side. Okay, he hits and makes the second anchor. There were a couple of plays there. He could have also decided to not play a back game and just kind of get both checkers into launching position at the edge of that prime. Because the timing is a little suspicious here for playing a back game. Double 4. He's going to have to go on the attack now and hope to roll a 6 before he cracks. So Marty's got a nice board, a nice bigger board. The question is whether he's going to be able to keep that forward structure before he cracks. Double ace. Now he might decide to just get up to the edge. Yeah, he does. All 4 checkers on the edge. He's ready to launch. He just needs the 6s. 4-2 makes another point. 2-1. Now he's going to have to play that spare. So now 6-4. Now 6-4 doesn't even completely work for Marty. He would have to, there would be 5-1. And the crunch is beginning. Six, 5. Dougie sends a 5th checker back. Marty's going to need another miracle to save this game. 2-1. Dougie playing on for the G. Hoping to get to Crawford. Crawford 7 away Crawford 5 away if Dougie can complete this gammon. Marty needs to roll a 6 before his board cracks even further. 5 point board. He's got teeth. 4-point board. It's going to be hard to put Humpty Dumpty back together if he cracks it. 6-3. He gets him into the outfield. He's got to survive an ace shot. Okay, he does. So Marty buys himself maybe 2 rolls of flexibility before he needs another 6. Oh, well, there it goes. Double 5s. Now he needs a 6 immediately. He could also handle a 2-1. So a 6 or a 2-1, or Marty's going to have to crack. Oh, double ones. He can handle double ones also. 5-1 for Dougie. I think he's just going to let Marty crack. There's the first crack. 2-1. I mean, Dougie can fool around even if he wanted. He can just leave. He can play this. He can leave the back of his prime slot. It's force Marty to hit him with a 6. Try to send another checker back, but Dougie doesn't want to fool around. He just wants to bring this home. 6-2 is going to make the deuce. There's the last bit of flexibility Marty's got. He needs the 6, or he needs Dougie to open up the back of his prime. Dougie's not going to do it. 5-2. Let's see if Dougie keeps the pressure on or if he clears. He goes with the clear, but Marty's not able to take advantage. He breaks his board down to nothing almost. 5-2. Dougie's not even afraid of being hit. Oh, sorry. I thought that hit for a second. For a second, I thought he got pounded. I was like, no, not the double hit. Anyway, Dougie survives. 6-5. On with the program. Rolling on for the G. He's not worried about leaving shots. So he rips a checker. Double 5s. Marty's going to try to save this. Double 4, double 5. That Marty's got good chances to save this, and now a shot. Wow, Dougie has not been able to capitalize on the position he had. He's only gotten 1 checker off so far. He's worried about a number like 6-5 that leaves a double shot. And his gammon chances went way down after Marty rolled those sets. So Dougie cashes it in. He's had enough. He gets to 2 away, 5 away. Makes a bar point. Now double 5s for Marty. Double 2s. Dougie's going to make his 4, and then he can either make the 11 or the 5 point. He chooses the 11. 4-2. What will he do here? Is he going to split in some fashion, or is he going to play in the outfield? He makes a split, and Marty is not able to hit it. If Marty wants to hit, he can hit loose on the ace point and make the 4 point. That's pretty wide open play. If he doesn't do that, what's he doing? He's making the making the 5 point means giving up the mid. He might want to keep the mid. So yeah, he goes with hitting loose, and he unstacked the 6 point. Oh, that was interesting. So unstacking the 6, he's playing with 1 less blot. So that looks like a good find. 4-2 for Marty. He's going to have to hit, I think. Yep. Gives Dougie aces and some 7s. And some 3s. 5-4 kind of misses everything unless he wants to attack on the inside. Dougie's safetying up 3-1. This is going to make the 5 point. And Dougie fans. He's going to probably game over if he fans. Yeah. He did. He fanned. I think there's going to be a cube. There it is. I don't think Dougie can take this. Even though Marty, he does take it. Interesting. All right. So great. We got some action here. So at the score, I was thinking maybe Dougie didn't want to take this cube. Marty's not guaranteed to cover though, and he does have 2 checkers to escape. And Dougie does have an offense in place, so he's like, let's play. Let's play some gammon. Marty does not cover, and now look at this. Dougie hits him back, and just like that, Dougie's back in the game, although Marty's established an advanced anchor and is hemming Dougie's checker in, but not that many numbers for Marty to close him out just yet. So Dougie's going to get some shakes to try to squirm out of here. Double four is going to make a new point. 5-4. Marty has to be careful if he gets attacked. 5-4. Marty doesn't want to leave his anchor yet. Marty's fighting to not get squeezed off his anchor. 5-4 for Dougie. This is a decent roll. Marty would have liked to get into the outfield, but he's not able to do it with both checkers. So now he has to decide what to do here. The deuce really wants to hit on that ace point, right? That dilly wants to go to the ace, but at the same time, Marty's going for the closeout. Yeah, I didn't get to finish my thoughts on that 3-2, but Marty found rather than hitting, Marty just put the pressure on immediately. He forced Dougie to roll a 6 or face a consequence like this. And, the cube's already turned. Marty's got to finish this game, and the best way for Marty to end this game is to close Dougie out. Otherwise, he's a constant threat to squirm out of there. This do it, and he didn't get the dice. Unfortunately, he had to give Dougie another roll, and look at what Dougie does. Ace-6 from the bar, right in the nuts is how I would describe that. Oh, man, Marty was he had it. He closing him out. Decent chances for a G, maybe, I don't know, maybe not a favorite, but decent chances for a G after closing him out. It didn't happen. Now he's got to hope to be able to pick up this blot before it gets all the way around. 5-3. He's going to get a shot indirectly. I don't think Dougie's going to give him a direct one just yet. 4-2. Marty closes the board, so he solves that problem. If he hits the shot, he will be able to win this game. 2-1. Is Dougie going to save a 6? That would be clever. He might want to save a 6 to avoid having to come into the double shot range. He does do that. 4-2. Now Marty's going to have to concede something here. Either he's going to have to leave a direct shot against a 5-point board, or he's going to have to break his own board. And I think the shots are pretty pricey. So yeah, he decides he has to give up his board. Now saving a 6 isn't so important for Dougie because even if he gets hit, he can re-enter. Marty's board is no longer closed. And again, Marty's not able to hit this indirect. 5-3. Dougie can stay back there one more roll. Man, he is stubborn. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. 5-3 for Marty. Sorry about that. Now he's getting hit. Marty had a chance there with to roll a 5. He wasn't able to do it. Dougie's going to pick up that the blot and leave some indirects. Marty's not able to hit. 2-1. Oh boy. Okay. Dougie just has to get by, and he will win this match and be into the finals. But no, he rolls a 2-1, so he's able to hit. He's got to sweat one last shake here. It looks like Marty's going to have. It looks like he's going to hit and move to the 7, and then Marty's going to have. Let's see, 5-1, 5-2, and 6-1. 6 numbers for Marty. And Marty doesn't get it. He's in dire straits now. He basically needs to sit on that bar and hope that Dougie leaves a shot. And he's not really. Well, he's got a fan again. He did. Oh, there's definitely shot potential here. And it happens. Double twos. Dude, this game is so mentally difficult sometimes. You think it's over. It's just not. Marty's going to get one last chance to save this. It's his life on the line here. He's got to hit this shot. He misses. Well, Dougie gave him a sporting chance. I mean, technically, Marty can hope to get hit with double aces and play some impossible parlay, but no, this is going to end it. And Dougie is going to win this match. He is going to move into the finals. So the finals is going to be against Alex Zamanian next Sunday. I'm not sure. I think maybe 1 o'clock. Actually, no, 1 o'clock. I think is the preliminary time. I don't know if that's set in stone. There will be an announcement at some point during this week. We hope to have coverage of the finals with a crew of commentators. And congrats to you, Dougie. Marty, you gave it your best chance there, Marty. Actually, I'm going to show. I want to show this. This is the NEBC champions list, and you can see Alex is already in the finals. He'll be playing Dougie next week, but Alex and Marty have been going at it for the past 5 championships. So we're going to see someone new maybe this time. And even Dougie, 1985, Doug Roberts won the NEBC championship. So he's not unfamiliar with that spot either. So I'm going to see. You know, I sent Marty a text before the start that I was going to be doing this. Maybe I didn't know when I would get here, and there's a chance he might pop in here and talk about the match. If so, I'll hang out here for a few minutes. We could maybe let's see. Maybe I can bring up the match on Galaxy and look through some of the plays. I don't know if I can do that or not. Let's see. So you want to go to analyze here. Marty.
Hey.
Sorry, dude.
That's all right.
It was you was crushed. You was crushed by the dices.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. No one joined me. I did this last minute, of course. Mostly I just want to test out this setup. I'm glad you're able to pop in. You can see what's on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to. I just popped this up. I don't even know how to go through it. If you want, I can show. I have no idea.
Well, what you do is you can click on the left side. You can click the top thing that says Game 1.
Yeah.
Is
a drop down.
What do you call those things? Yeah, it's one of those one of those ring menu things, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can pick the game that way, but then there's a scroll bar that you can go through the list of the moves on the currently selected game, and you can click each move, and you can click it like for the first move that's selected there for opening 4-3. You can see the difference between what was played and what the bot thinks at the bottom below the board. But if you click detail, right, log is selected now, right on the left. But if you click detail, you can see the whatever that ply of XG is. I think it's probably like a it's not very high, you know, it might be 2 or something, or
okay.
So some low. It's not as good as like 3 ply with
You said it plays better than I did.
Well, yeah, but it's not the best available. I mean, they could spend more CPU time, but I guess they've got some stupid setup, you know, a server in somebody's garage or something. I don't know, not very powerful, whatever.
Still on the stream. Who's with you there? Is that Dougie?
Yeah, Dougie joined. He
hey, Dougie.
He had the link. He had the link too.
Yeah, Dougie, you can join the call with the link. You don't have to. I guess you're going through the Discord.
Oh yeah, he's through Discord. That's right. I'm on the Discord channel too, so
Who is that?
that's Matt. I'm on the. I just went to a link, a Google Meet link.
I didn't forward it to Dougie. Is there a way for you to? Here,
Well, I could send Dougie the email.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't on that. Okay.
No, I guess not. Yeah. So Dougie, I semi-streamed your semi-final, meaning I wasn't available for the first match, but I got here in time for the second one, and I just wanted to do a test run of this setup just to make sure I had it down because we want to stream the finals next week, and so that's what's going on here. And I invited Marty to hop in when it was over to maybe talk about whatever. And now you're here too, man. Congrats, dude. Oh, maybe Dougie doesn't hear me.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so I just sent him the message.
Yeah.
All right, where are we? Meet. Here we are. Yeah, so 3-2 is his worst roll here, as you might realize.
Which game?
Game one move, your third move. Game one of the second match.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's particular decisions you want me to find and go over.
I don't know. I don't really remember. Maybe my double in the first game. I think I doubled. I doubled here, and I'm not. It hates it. It says it's a blunder, 0.137. So that was bad then. I guess with his blot of the ace point, I thought, all right, maybe there's something here, but. Because the previous move, I mean, Dougie's previous move, what was it before Bartok 23?
This is game one where you doubled.
Yeah. So the bot hates that double.
Yeah, the previous move was.
He hit me loose on the 1 point, and then I hit or something. I don't know. I hit twice, or I hit and covered. I hit and covered. I hit twice with a 6-1. Then he came in without a hit with a 5x or something. Then I hit and covered, and he entered with one.
A 2-1, yeah.
Checker. Yeah. Well, before that, he hit me loose though, or something.
Oh.
So what is this? What do I do here?
Well, this is back to the 3-2. This is where it started. He hit you loose with the 3-2.
Yeah.
And then 5-3, you tidied up a little, made your 8 point.
Yeah. Let's.
3-1 made the prime. And then you had this 6-1, and you went on the attack.
Yeah. Which I thought I was supposed to do because I had 10 in the zone, and I didn't want to give him the full roll to play because it seemed like he had a fair number of good rolls.
Well, it says it's close. I thought that would have been hugely correct, but it says it's close to leap into the outfield.
Okay, thanks. I'll be down a bit. All right, sorry. Let's see. Let me take a look at this again. Okay, so what did it say about 6-1? It says it likes it's indifferent or something. It said it likes it, whatever.
It's 0.02 to jump into the outfield.
0.22. All right, that's reasonable. Okay, so what about the roll before where Dougie hit me loose with some 5x?
I must be looking at a different position.
Okay, 3-2, 6-2. Okay, Dougie's 3-2. He hit me loose. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
This is game one. Where?
Game one of the second match, and it's on Matt's streaming his Google Meet stream, and I sent you an email with his message to me included that has that link. And if you opened it up, you could go there.
What's my role?
3-2.
This is.
And it's your third. And you hit me loose, which I did not like.
Dougie, if you go to that link, you can see what we're looking at too. You can see we're going through the analysis
if you look at the included email message from Matt that I just sent you, there's a link that you can click that will go to the Google Meet. If you click it, and then you might have to ask to be let in or some shit. But then
I'll be nice. I'll let you in, Dougie.
Matt's a nice fellow.
So where's the link in the message?
It is. I just emailed it to you. So the link is.
Right.
The link is. I'll open it up and see if I can find it. It's in the forwarded message text, and it says commentators link, and it's before Albert's included message.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I got that.
Meet.google.com or whatever. Okay.
Right, it's starting.
You can see Matt has a nice streaming setup, much nicer than the USBGF tends to have, except for the pictures of the players.
Something is wrong with your camera or microphone.
Yeah.
You don't need the camera.
You don't need the camera. You can just I can't see Matt and he can't see me. I see it for myself. I see an M where the circle that expands when I'm talking. Like that. And I just see an icon of Matt. 2 icons of Matt, actually. He's doubly privileged.
There you go,
yeah,
Dougie.
there you go.
Welcome to the show.
What? There's a Matt like that.
Yeah, I don't understand what this...
3-2.
Turn on camera. All right, I'll turn on my camera. But
You
then
don't
I
need
guess
the
it
camera.
doesn't... I turned it on, but
that's fine.
I can see
Camera.
Dougie.
Yeah. So you can see the...
Maybe Discord is hogging my camera. I'm gonna disconnect from Discord.
Yeah.
And see if the camera comes on. Maybe not. It's not coming on. All right. Well, I don't know. So
Dougie, you can see
I thought there might be a resource conflict, but fuck it. All right. So 3-2. It likes 9-6, 24-22, which is a normal kind of.
You can
play.
see this, Dougie. You can see the match. Oh, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should have jumped out to the 18 point or something.
No.
No,
it likes just 9-6.
8-5, 24, 22. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How pedestrian. How pedestrian.
It doesn't make it to the top 4. But 6-1 looked bad. I didn't think I had a double there because I just I'm not.
if it wasn't the last spare on the 6, it might have been okay, right?
Yeah, and all. Yeah, it might have been okay in that case with one more in the zone. He's got 9 in the zone, and that 6-1 makes.
Your freaking checkers in the zone are all stacked up in a candlestick.
Yeah, I've got a candlestick over there.
You do. Screw your candlestick.
So here's where the attacking began.
Phallic about my candlestick. I thought I would reinforce my unguarded blot out there. And this is what I was talking about, where I hit twice instead of playing some, alternatives just didn't look very good.
This was a good roll.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was.
And then Dougie only came in with 1, and that's with a 2.
Came sort of out of range.
And so this is a light double, I guess. But I figured, all right, he's got a blot on the 1 point. I got 3 points to 2. He's got 1 in the bar. I got 10 in the zone. Maybe it's a double.
I would have taken, maybe.
Well, you did take. I did double, and you did take.
Okay, well.
And then I hit you loose, and
6-5.
You came in. Yeah, 6-5. I hit. There's nothing else but that. Then he came in with both, and then
And then you
I
fanned.
I forget what I rolled. I rolled some.
Eventually, I 5-primed him, and
I rolled something. I rolled something crummy.
He got off the gammon. He got off the gammon.
Yeah, I fanned right, and then this is bad, and then. Oh, and it says you should have doubled. No, it doesn't say that. It says you should have. It doesn't like your. No, I think it does say you made a cube error. If you click cube, yeah, double. It's a double by a lot.
Oh, it's barely a take.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know whether it's really a take or not just by this bot. It may be.
Yeah, these numbers can change a lot.
I'd be inclined to take. because I might do something good. I got some tactical stuff going on. I still have a 3-point board and all that. So, but then it doesn't like it didn't like 20 to 10. I guess it liked 23 to 13. I guess.
Oh, I think 20 to 10 was okay.
No. Okay, so it didn't. Okay, 20 to 10. It likes 20 to 10. Okay, I thought it didn't like it, but I guess that was the cube.
I liked it. I did it.
Yeah.
Why is it a red square there?
Because it does. Because the red square, I guess, indicates the cube. It doesn't like the cube action, and the red means it's bad.
Flagging the cube. Yeah, the checker plays fine. And then
Yeah,
I don't know if you want me to go through it all. I can go through everything, or I can just hop to the errors. What do you guys want to? How much of this do you want to go through? I can go through all of it.
I don't even remember the match very well, off the top of my head.
It all just became a blur.
Yeah.
I don't think I was commenting at this point. I don't remember this stuff either. I was still getting the stream running. Barta 24. Okay, so Marty hits here.
Yep. I don't see anything else really.
Dougie,
and then Dougie made the 22 point, and then I hit, which is good and bad. I don't see anything else but bringing builders for the 5 point. I don't want to go,
It likes a slightly different play, it seems, with the last play, but
it likes 10 to 4. I'm not sure about that. I thought of 10 to 4, but I just didn't like. I didn't like the way it looked. I thought at least the blot on the 9 point was a builder for the 5. It's more ways to be hit. I knew that obviously. Obviously more ways to be hit, but I just thought, what the hell? I can build for the 5 point, and he fanned.
Yeah.
But I did not make the 5 point. Now I was unhappy about 3-2. Obviously, I could have just lifted the blots. 10 to 7, 6 to 4 is what I did, and it hates that. It says, all right, just come out while you can to the 18 point.
I expected you to do that.
Yeah, I didn't think of it. I didn't even consider it, actually. I don't remember considering it. So
well,
now that I do consider it, it looks better because it duplicates a 6, and it.
I was worried you might do it and then get away.
Escape those checkers from where they sit now. And then I rolled. You hit me, and now I rolled some.
It doesn't really like to hit here.
Yeah, that's interesting that it doesn't. I guess maybe it doesn't want me to be able to attack. I've got a lot of return shots loose in my board. Maybe it's afraid of those. And I guess what is it like? Just come to the 17 point.
It likes coming out, and then I don't know. Maybe it thinks it's more cube efficient or something too.
Right. Well, that's why I should have played 23 to 18 last time, because my back checkers are in trouble. The only daylight they see is the 18 point, and I can't. And that's and Dougie has that well covered, but he thought, okay, I'll put a third checker on that. What did I roll? I rolled something stupid that didn't do much. 6-2, yeah, drum, bury a checker, and now it thinks he should double, I guess.
Oh yeah, these are.
It says it's a drop, and it's a point.
Yeah.
The drop and a 0.1 error, not to double. But then he comes out and all that, which looks fine to me. That's what I thought he would do. Then I rolled 3. What did I roll? 3-2, and now I came out to the 18 point, and I guess it likes it. Oh no, it says 0.015. Oh, 6 to 3. Okay, I see. All right, so 23-21 is all right too, I guess. I did consider that. I considered 23-21, but I figured I want the 18 point, so why not go directly for the 18 point?
I call it the 7 point.
That's your 7 point. English descriptive notation. And then you just pointed on me. You pointed on me, and then I fanned or something. I rolled another 6, right? I rolled like a 2-6 from the bar, and then 1-5 from the bar is pretty bad. I just dumped to the 1 point, not wishing to leave yet a 4th blot, and then I think I saved the gammon from here, which was a slight consolation.
Oh, this might have been where I joined in. Actually,
I
think
made the
remember.
23 point.
You did save the game, and he rolled boxes or something, and then
Yeah, I rolled. I wasn't cooked at the time I rolled boxes. It wasn't like that was the only thing that saved the gammon. But I was happy to keep the 23 anchor that I eventually made. It took me a long time to make that 23 anchor. I wasn't able to. I rolled a 1, but then it was 1-6, forcing 22 to 15 at some point. Yeah, I rolled double sixes, 2 more barriages, and then another double sixes, nothing, and then now I just have to. I'm hoping to make the 21 point and reinforce it and win the race, but here I rolled a 1-6. I can't even anchor. I'm forced to come out.
McGreal called it a reception committee.
Yeah, he calls you a reception committee. Yeah, he was a. Now I made the 23 anchor, and I retained that useful anchor. It killed my 4s and 5s.
You were eventually able to.
Yeah, I think I got a spare checker out. Yeah, I got 3 on the 23 point, ensuring against breaking it entirely. And now I ran, and now I can save the gammon from here a lot, especially if I roll that.
A lot? Looks so easy.
Well,
You're off.
let's say you gammon me,
Well,
25% of the time or something. I don't know.
I'm going to roll that position off in 4 rolls. No way.
Well, after I roll double sixes, it's pretty easy to save.
Marty, you're winning the race after double 6.
Yeah, I'm a pip ahead, isn't it? What's the Keith count, though?
Time to cash.
I have 74 for the Keith count, and he's got 65. That's a really bad position.
So, Dougie,
I might have 1 in 10 or something to win.
There was a few pauses where I knew you weren't doubling, but I just assumed, and I would like you to state if this was true or not, that you were enjoying a glass of wine and hoping for a good roll. Was that what was happening behind the scene?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, good.
I mean, if you weren't watching, then
I thought what he was doing was waiting for me to roll some high number that was it still.
No.
He was,
and then hoping that I would steam take.
No. Didn't have anything to do with you. It was just me trying to
imbibing.
What I was trying to do was follow Baron Vernon Ball's precepts to be thinking positively and look for those good numbers. And now let's make very clear: I don't make my plays based on his. I don't make my hopeless plays based on his even more hopeless theory.
Is this the reason you call yourself Dougie? Is that after his book where he has two personalities, Vernon and Vernie?
No,
you have Douglas and Dougie?
No. Do you want to know the story of Dougie? It's a short story. Do you want it?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So,
archive it.
I was just up at my brother's house, and he had reclaimed all these old family movies. He had put them on a disc, and there were the videos of me as a 4, 5, 6-year-old with my sailor cap, my crew cut and sailor cap, and I hated being called Dougie. I wanted to be called Doug or maybe Douglas. And I walked out to my parents at one point after reading a Donald Duck comic book and told them they should have named me Angus. Okay, so fast forward to I'm 40, and I'm playing in the Cavendish with Herb and Tom Costigan and the Fish, and I'm in the box, and my position's under pressure, and fucking Costigan is the captain, and he rolls a goddamn like double 4 joker or something, and I'm totally screwed. And then Herb says in this imitation Irish brogue, "Oh, Tommy, my boy." So then I thought, fuck this, and shit, I can be Dougie, my boy. And that was the start of it.
I see. Now I got it. No, it had to do with Tom Costigan.
Herb made me do it because he was the one who said, "Tommy, my boy."
I never knew this story. I knew Dougie, my boy. I didn't know the story behind it.
That was about 1994, and then that was like the basis of my handles on the Fibs, and then Games Grid, and then now Gridgammon and everything else.
Yeah. So, goddamn, Tom Costigan is the only person who ever got me to lose a slow chess tournament on time. I was winning too. I had one game and I lost on time because the tactics were complicated, and I couldn't calculate very fast for some reason. I just
that must have really steamed you up.
Just a reminder, we are live on the NEBC YouTube channel. These stories are much appreciated, but
all right.
Don't reveal anything you don't want to. To the world. But we love these old stories, man. Like, I started playing, I think, in 1994. So, like, you're telling a story from, like, before I even knew, like, which way the checkers set up, Like,
before 2 years were passed, you were coming to tournaments. You were bringing the board you had fashioned yourself with
That's
clay
right.
and baked in the oven. They were slightly irregular, and they were kind of funky. I'd like to see them again.
Someone called it a Flintstone board, which was appropriate. They're like, I'm not playing on that Flintstone board. Other people were like, hey, the guy makes his own board. I didn't realize how cheesy it was at the time. But yeah, I baked clay checkers in the oven, and they were not all the same shape. I spray painted whatever. It was really.
I remember that. I tried to eat one thinking it was a cookie.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, all I can say is they don't look quite like the checkers do in the diagram, but yabba dabba doo.
Right. Well, in Allentown, they actually had factories where there were dinosaurs and all that stuff.
I used to go to a sub shop which had a dinosaur that rocked in the corner. It was in a cave. The place was called the Cave, and it had stalactites and stalagmites, and they served cheesesteaks.
Did they serve any kind of steak that began with M?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Well, cheesesteak has a C, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
Stalactites come down from the ceiling, right? The C is ceiling, right? In my mind.
Correct. Yeah,
that's how I remember the difference between stalactites and stalagmites. C is for ceiling.
There was also a jukebox. There was a jukebox.
The cheese steaks were delivered from above, and the Marty steaks or whatever
They could play the Monster Mash.
Yeah. I'm sure I need not point out that an anagram of Orenthal James Simpson is OJ leaps in Monster Mash.
Well, Marty, I was going to call you the Railroad Toy Master, but I didn't get around. I didn't think to do it.
I always wanted to be a toy master.
Well, Marty, what is it? Something moron and stir? What is it?
Moron, wastrel, and stir is one of the many anagrams of my own full name.
Wait, moron, stir? That's better.
Moron, wastrel. A wastrel is like a good-for-nothing time waster,
Hey,
and,
Marty. I'm sorry, Matt. Marty and I are distant cousins from like Peabody and Essex. I'm sorry, Essex and Ipswich.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very distant. Like ninth cousins or something. Anybody who goes back to colonial New England was likely to be, the 17th century is likely to be no more distant than a ninth cousin.
So Marty, my buddy and I from Amherst, instead of getting a seat in the shed with a sight of the piano player's soloist hands, we'll be sitting out on the outside the shed on the lawn this year, but apparently they've put seats out there. So, we have assigned seats out on the lawn, and maybe they're like slightly socially distanced. When they did this seating chart, the earlier contributors got in long before me and occupied all of the 12% occupancy. So that meant the lawn, but going to the three Tanglewood performances, July, and August, to hear Manuel Axe and Trifonov and Joshua Bell.
I'm not sure I know who any of these people are.
Trifonov's piano, Emanuel Axe's like the gold standard piano, and Joshua Bell is like the 40-ish gold standard violin.
So I think we should have an Occupy movement that comes out against the 12%.
Well,
You're at the 88%, and we want our rights.
that's right. Bang the table, and the computer jumps.
That's right. Let's try it.
So I used to know this guy. I used to know this guy from New York City, back like in the very early 1980s, like 81, 83. His name was Bob Cowley, and he played in all the clubs there. And he wasn't all that well capitalized, but he was awfully good for the time. He was very, very, very tough for the time. Bob Cowley, and
so Bob Cowley sounds familiar.
But he had a bad attitude. Okay, imagine latency in seconds. Okay, if a good roll would come out, it wouldn't be necessarily immediately responded to. But if a bad roll came out, his latency to bang the table was like less than 3/4 of a second.
I think I've played this guy. I don't recall where I played him, but it sounds
Probably
the name sounds so familiar.
Les Boyd NYC tournaments.
Yeah, I went to a couple of those. Maybe
Yeah,
I saw him there. And also, I went to some of his tournaments in Florida and Turnberry.
Right. Very, very ill-tempered. But the fascinating thing about it was that he was always ready to bang the table when a bad roll would come out. It was like he was expecting it.
Now, did he live in Fort Lauderdale or something like that, or where did he live?
The only time I ever knew him, he lived in, played in like the Manhattan tournaments.
Oh, I don't know. Then was he a very large man?
No, he was kind of diminutive.
Okay, so I'm not sure then, but I mean the name is so familiar that I must have run across him.
Well, he was frequently like in the final rounds of those tournaments.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Well, Matt, there you are. I can finally see your face.
Yeah, I realized I was being. You don't need the camera on, but
Well, I had mine on before, but there was some I'm turning it off. Yeah, let me.
I keep turning mine on. Okay, I turned it on and it worked. So maybe
only the audio is going out to the channel, but we can see each other's faces in the chat if we want. Like no one else, our faces aren't being like
dear.
streamed.
Spare me, because it's Paul McGreal and Rolling Stones emblem.
There's a lag on my camera. Okay, here's my Paul McGreal illustration. Looking at my own face.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Paul McGreal, the later years.
Oh dear. Are you? Hope you're not condemning yourself to the same. Knock on wood.
No, I don't. I never abused substances to the extent that Paul was reputed to have done.
So can you creatures see me?
I can see you. Yes.
Hi, Matt. Can you see me?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I don't know. I brought up this position.
Fire and snow. Call the angel.
2-1.
Yeah.
I should have slotted.
I would have made the anchor and slotted.
What did I do?
Well, the bot the bot doesn't even list that as a play.
Really?
24-21 or slotting? No, it's not going to like slotting because I don't know. It's slotting. Slotting isn't the worst play, but it's like, well, the race is close.
Okay, so I just came up from the back to the 21.
No, you came down 13-11.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 13-11 and then 23-22. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 that is likely to be worse than 22-21.
But there's a lot of plays here.
But I would have I'm not sure I would have brought a builder against the split back checkers and with split back and with my own split back checkers. So I don't know what I would have done. I would not have moved my 6-point checker. I don't think at all. I think I would have chosen between 22-20, 24-23, and 24-21.
Oh no!
And it says it thinks 13-10 is all right.
Another hopeless play.
No, it was a good play.
It's all right. And then what did I do? I hit with it. Yeah. So that some of my funky bad numbers become good with a blot out there. And this was a good play. And I'm not going to stack on the 6 point, so I must do that. And now he's going to make the bar point, I believe. Right. Now I rolled something crummy like 4-1, I guess. Yeah. And I wasn't sure. I didn't want to come up, but I guess it wants me to come up. All right, so come up while you can is what it's saying. I guess
It wants you to. It wants you to come some of the way up. It wants you to freeze.
No, it wants me to go to the 20.
Point on his head.
I did move to the 23 point, but it wants me to go to the 20 point.
Oh, sorry. I'm reading it backwards. Yeah.
Like 0.049. Yeah. So 0.04. Yeah. So so I guess the idea is come up while you can. You're going to have to get out sometime. But I thought, well, I've got builders there, and maybe I can do something with them. Unfortunately, it duplicates 3s and 1s to come up, all my building numbers. So jumps out of the 15 point. Now I probably should have just exited. Yeah, it likes to exit, but it's insignificant. 0.001. All right. I'm not sure what my own XG might say about that. I don't know.
6-4 was not good.
Yeah, it was not good, but I had to do that. And then here comes the prime, and then I'm screwed. I mean, it's probably a drop. It's a drop right now, I believe. I was not taking this cube. Dougie says it's flight error not to double. Oh no, is that the cube? That's the cube. It's a 0.0. I don't know. No doubles. Yeah, so it's a 0.037 not to
It's
double.
borderline play. It's you're supposed to cash, but it's really close to too good.
I know.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it wasn't. Obviously you weren't afraid of my position, right? So.
No, I wasn't.
But this looked like it might have been a good double here. But I have improved my position. Yeah, it doesn't like your cube action, whatever. It has a red flag there too on the cube action. Yeah, so it's a big double and a big take.
Yeah, you've improved a lot.
I've improved. I've made my 1 point and I've come to the edge. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Now 8-5, and then it gets to here, and I'm like, well, crap. And then box cars. I think Dougie made the right play with that, which it agrees. Point on me and come out and hope I fan and roll some funky ace and don't lift it, but I do lift it with a 3-1.
No, you don't.
No, I did. I came in with a 1 and I lifted.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. This position.
I didn't want the second blot hit, so I'm just gonna. I don't care how ugly my firm position looks. I just don't want that blot to be hit. Now I left 2 builders for my 3 point, like a good boy.
Well, double 3s makes the 3 point very nicely and just in time.
Made a prime, and I thought I would make the. That's there's nothing wrong with that. That's right.
Of course not. It's a joker.
Yeah. And then I made my valuable 5 point. I could have made my 3 point, but I thought it was too awkward.
You're unstable.
Even given the chance to get a second blot hit.
Unstable 5 point.
Yep.
So this is where it was cashed.
And it says it's slightly wrong to cash. It's a yellow flag on caching.
I was trying to work it out. It's only double 6. Everything else, I think, covers.
Yeah, double 5. He can play 6-1 thrice, 7-2,
and
double 4. He can switch from his 5 point if he wants to, or he can still play for the gammon. He wants to do that too, and hope that.
Yeah, they're just indirects.
I wasn't. I was.
This seems
I was
pretty
a little bit
remote.
indifferent. So this 2 got 0.047. Okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
He would have had
Because
to
I might,
fan
you know,
for a
he might
week.
still roll something small, and I might hit, etc. Or you can
He
close
would
me
have
out
had
and then play for Gammon, play for
He
the
would have had
opposition.
he would have had to fan for a week.
Yeah, I could fan for a week. Not unheard of.
All right, this game was
I felt like GM made a couple of points in rapid succession. What is it like better than 13-8? Is it 9-6, 24, 22, 9-6, 13, 11?
24,
Nice.
22, 13, 10.
10. Oh, the duplicating play. That's interesting.
24,
Duplicates a lot of my hitting numbers.
Which play? Oh, 13,
10.
10. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, but I just went to all this trouble to get one of my checkers away, and then now I'm like leaving multiple blots.
Yeah, you want to protect your racing lead, I know, but it's hard to improve.
They're all
Oh,
close. These are all close.
025. Yeah, 025 is not the worst. And then here's my beautiful 5-5 roll.
Sexy, isn't it?
Now, do I double?
You didn't.
It says I should double next turn.
I expected you to cube, actually.
I thought I should. I think I should at the score, especially at the score.
I expected you to cube.
Yeah, it's an ugly position. I should have just doubled, but I don't know. I was too witty.
Look how smooth my position is.
Yeah, I know it's there's that, but there's also the fact that you might take a worse one or something.
What?
It's an easy.
Not much.
So this is an easy. This is a very. It's only double because of the volatility.
I can't remember exactly which cube you gave me, but Marty.
I think I gave you a cube next turn. I played 5-1 split, and then I doubled you. No, I didn't double you here either. But
Marty,
it says I shouldn't. It says I should not double you.
So Matt, just for the record, in one game, he doubled me, and I thought about it, and then before passing, I said, "Well, normally I would beaver this, but since that's illegal, I'll just pass." And then I passed.
Score-based decision. My double was score-based too. I mean, if I won, I would win a lot of gammons. And here, I just thought I'd just cash this. Things can go wrong, you know. Double ones doesn't even cover because I don't have a spare one. Although 5-2 does cover. I got 17. I got 19 ways to, well, including double fives. I have 20 ways to make a 5-point board. But it was, I guess, it liked the cash. Run away. Now I could. There's a lot of plays there with a 6-4. I guess it liked it.
Look at the second play is to bring 2 down.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's prime and actor attack a blot, but I guess it's prime a blot too, maybe partly. I did not wish to make the, so it doesn't even consider 8-2, 6-2.
No.
Bring 2 down is like an Edahola play. What's happened to Edahola? What's happened to Edahola? What?
The Finnish security service grabbed him.
Our weekly Chouette is about to start up, I hope, next week, because there's been some emails about it. So maybe we'll see Ed soon. I haven't seen anybody for over a year. So
are you going to play at your, what is it, where do you play? Where had you played?
Diesel Cafe?
We normally play at the Diesel Cafe in Davis Square. We don't know if they're open yet, so we have to go do some legwork to see if they're so the business is open, but whether they're open for us to sit inside, we don't know. So we have some work to figure out exactly what we're going to do. We're hoping to be playing this week.
All you got to do is bring a card table and
We can always play in the ATM of the Bank of America, is what I'm told.
Tidy whitey undershirts. Big stogies.
So
All right, so I hit. Oh, it doesn't like my 18 to 16. It wants me to play It wants me to play
more wood. Yeah.
I didn't want to be hit back with a 6, but that's not so bad because I've got all the return shots.
Oh yeah, you can link the
Then I get
checker.
hit back with a 4, but now I hit back with a 6. But I think I get hit with a 6.
It was hit. Everyone kept hitting here.
Yeah, I got hit in turn, and now I rolled. I forget what I rolled. Oh, 6-4.
Yeah, you rolled.
Oh, and I made a duplicating 6, 13 to 7, which I think is right, and it likes it. Okay, it likes it. I can't see how that wouldn't be right.
2s and 4s here, and then they. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here.
Yeah, make the 14 point.
Yeah.
Sure. Just make the 14 point. But then I thought, am I going to make the 16 point or the 20 point? And I thought the 20 point might be better for the long term, but it didn't like it. I guess everything's still happening out in the outfield. I don't want to let him hit with tempo, but he hits with tempo that way, which.
Coming high, yep.
He did. I was thinking I should come in.
No. Don't even think about that ace there.
Oh, here it wants you to anchor up in the outfield.
Yeah. Yeah, and also make the 9 point, which is interesting. I guess I have to build my board somehow. I guess I didn't want to break my midpoint. Is my trouble.
Yeah, I would have never thought of this play. Actually, I would have wanted to stay back and keep the mid. So that's.
Yeah, I just thought I'll improve my board, but I guess it's cheesy looking.
I guess the race is close enough that you can fight in the outfield.
Yeah, maybe I should not wish to be hit too much and sent back. Then, boxcars. Well, boxcars was gonna hurt me in any case.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and here.
I thought, what's the best way to dissuade a double? And I thought, all right, I'll build for my board and I'll leave blots everywhere, threatening, quote unquote, to make a double anchor.
Oh, so this next one, so if it's square, I guess it's a cube error. And if it's a circle,
it's a slight error. It's a medium size.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yellow means it's not a blunder, but 065 is.
No, but the shape of it tells you whether it's a cube or a checker blunder or a checker error.
Yeah,
too.
it's about the same. It says the checker is 0.065 and the cube I don't know what.
Yeah.
But the trouble with leaving all these blots, I guess I like my double one play, but the trouble with leaving all these blots is, what happens when you get schlonked like with a double 4. It says too good by 0.093, which I expected to play on because. I don't really have much of a board, and I'm 45 pips down, and that's a lot. There's a lot of pointing numbers. Even if I hit back immediately, I've still got a blot on my board. They're open 5 points. So anyway, I got out.
So I let you off? I let you off on that one?
Yeah,
you let me off by 0.093 according to the book.
Oh no.
So it says it doesn't like this by 0.003 or something, but I like it. I mean, the score, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm not gonna.
I always play the 6 down too. I like the extra guy in there.
Yeah, it's a common motif.
And you don't get hit with aces.
Yeah, 2-1 and 5-1 miss, and double 6s misses. A few other 6s also miss. Oh no, only double 6s misses, and. As of the 6s, and 5-1 misses and 2-1 misses, and everything else seems to hit. 5-2 hits. Double 1s hits, I believe it hits. 11 makes a 5, but either way it's good. And now I just make the 4 point. I think I would have made the bar point and played against those 3 checkers on the 24.
Yeah.
4-1, I definitely make the bar. Yeah.
But it's close.
Well, 0.04 is not close.
Well,
0.04 is a median, is almost half a whopper.
the
It's half a default.
I guess they're still bought. No, I don't trust the numbers. Like, I don't know if it's a low ply. But yeah,
Well,
you're
if you,
right. At
if
that
you
point, it's
roll it
probably
out,
not going
I
to move
bet,
that much.
okay, so I can check it. I can check it on XGR and see what it says. On XGR on XGR it's 056, and on XGR
Oh, you've downloaded the match, I guess.
yeah, I downloaded the text file of the match afterwards and put it into XG. And I've got it, but it just did a default analysis. It did a 4-ply with arbitration on the close ones. And now what is this? A 3-1 here, a 4-1. Yeah, I didn't want to break my beautiful 18 point. I guess it likes it. Okay, it likes hitting loose. And then it was good because he fanned.
Yeah, it hates breaking the anchor.
Yeah, it looked bad because I just make the 24 point and I just break my defensive. That bar point is a beautiful defensive point, and I'm not too concerned. Winning chances matter with these lopsided scores more than all the other shit,
Oh, this.
So 0.054, it says it plus. And it says my double. Oh, it doesn't like my double. Okay, 038. And over here, I've got plus rolling. Plus, XGR plus says no double by 0.030. And that ply on, and now it says 0.027 on plus. It's wrong double and a monstrous take.
Yeah, you stole a point here.
I guess I don't have much of a board yet. I mean, I'm threatening, but I haven't done anything yet. And I only have a 2.5 point board, so maybe it's a big take.
Yeah.
I should have beavered.
Yeah,
Is this the position you were referring to, where you should have beavered and instead you decided to pass?
No, it wasn't here. It was somewhere else.
I can't remember which one it was.
It might have been the other match. I think it was the first match, actually.
No, actually, it was the second one, for sure.
All right. Well, okay. Well, that's fine.
Six 5 5-1. Oh, here's the fan. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one I think was at Dougie. No, this wasn't it. The one where he dropped was a prime versus prime thing. I had an attack and I was threatening to get out of from behind your prime and partial fractions.
Yeah, it likes taking here too, because Marty's kind of got a lot of work to do with those rear checkers.
Right, I've got some 4s and 3s. I got some duplication.
Show the detail.
Oh, you can see it down here. It's
No, click detail.
I can't see it.
It'll show the breakdown of gammons.
Oh, dear.
So it says Dougie's got 12.6% gammons and backgammons.
It dropped this?
But he's got 43% winning chances, raw winning chances. That's a lot. I guess I'm not surprised. I liked your 6-4 making the 2 point. I would have strongly considered a double against any other play with a 6-4.
Gonna make some.
the 4s are heavily duplicated here to make a new point and hit and escape. So
right. I mean, if I roll a 4, I'm going to hit.
Yeah. But then you don't get to do those other things.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or make my 4 point, or something.
All right. Lots of 5-4 openings. 6-2 anchors, 4-2. Here's a
Yeah,
decision.
no, it hates running. All right, that doesn't. I guess that doesn't surprise me. It's just giving him too much race equity as well as a chance to hit me immediately. Yeah, it hates running. Okay, so at least I can make the 11 point. Now I think you should have advanced at the 16 point.
Yeah, it likes that too.
0.1, that's a big difference. Because you are ahead a bit. You're 9 pips ahead with me on roll after the roll. So went ahead of the race. And this is just boring for a little while. I think I had to leave a blot, and then I got missed. And then I got hit later. I got hit later. I think you made the 14 point, and it was a good enough holding point to make me leave a blot on my midpoint.
Oh, that was there might have been a cube decision there actually.
Yeah, that's right. It was an almost even pip count.
Yeah.
I expected it to be doubled, in fact, because the hit is so huge, and then everything else is sort of mediocre. I mean, I own the cube, which is good. So I was like, oh shit, I have to leave a blot already. And so I make my board in case I get a one return shot. And then Dougie makes a point, and I play safe. And Dougie plays safe. And I lose my 8 point, and Dougie makes the 14, which I think is right by a fair amount.
Was ahead.
And now it says it doesn't like my. It says 2 to 1 is better. 2 to 1. Why would I go 2 to 1? Oh well, I thought I'd get a crossover in case he's playing for the game. And also in case he rolls some ones, he has to waste some pips and even leave me a direct shot with a 6-1. In which case I don't need a blot on my 1 point. 0.004. Well, I don't believe it necessarily.
7.
Let me see what my XG says about it.
It does think it's a cube, and this
Game 7, 6-1.
Yeah, this is a small cube. Although
Very small.
13 to 6. 0.002. All right. So. Yeah, so it thinks likewise it thinks 13 to 6 is a very small mistake. Oh well, so I lost anyway, and it thinks it's a small double because of the high volatility.
Yeah.
So he's only 2 to 1 favorite overall, though. Now I thought I would throw a monkey wrench into the builders being behind in the race and also duplicate 3s and 1s making a point. It doesn't like that. It wants me to go 13-9-6-5, but I wanted to duplicate the 3s and 1s, the 3 and 1s point making.
It likes your idea. It just likes a different way of executing it.
057 is pretty big. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. I guess it wants to make my former position more menacing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I can. I don't.
The
key is most people would just automatically play 16 to 11, and you didn't make that.
Maybe it wants to give me a chance to make an anchor with back checkers and more long-term shot equity. I don't understand it.
If the machine weren't like Monty Hall, it would try to induce you to make a horrible misplay.
Yeah. Well, so what? Yeah, so my XG does not like it either. It thinks it's pretty bad, but 16 to 11 is also bad.
Yeah, let me go back to it.
I like that 3-1.
Yeah, we'll jump. Like this one is where if you're not paying attention, you just play 16 to 11 and don't think anything about it. But you have to really.
Well, with
wait
the
for
race,
contact,
I
right?
you got a free pip count on the server, so I just figured
Yeah.
I'd look at the pip count.
Yeah.
Plus,
Matt, there was nothing like when that October in Connecticut when you put on that hat and then won the tournament.
Oh, the Conehead.
that was the Conehead
I
match.
beat Marty 2-0.
The famous Conehead match.
Yeah, 2 rounds.
I had to
He outplayed me both
I
times.
wrote an analysis of some of the positions in the last game.
No, that's not true.
Primetime backgammon.
I had to create an account on Galaxy. I named it Conehead.
No one gives Cone like you. Said this is Conehead.
All right. Where were we? Oh, the 3-1.
We were
Oh no, wait, not that 3-1. This 3-1.
So 057. The 057 is what my XGR plus says.
So here, I want you to do that.
I guess it likes running. Okay, I thought I didn't have any better chances than running. I didn't like it, but I didn't see it. But I thought everything else was crummy.
Yeah,
Should
My
I have
shot
doubled?
is not that great, so I better.
want you to cube here, yeah.
Should I have doubled there?
It's
Show the detail?
Apparently so. I mean, you got 5 pips ahead, and then your twos are really good, and twos are a small
Oh, yeah.
a small
gain a lot.
number.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And so, and your non-twos probably average almost 9 pips or so. So they're bigger. Your median non-hitting numbers are bigger than usual for racing. So
I think I would
the chances to hit and all that, you could lose your market. And so then I rolled a crummy 3-1.
How many pips was I up with a 2
You were
shot?
5 pips ahead.
Yeah, right. I would have doubled that for money, but the score being ahead, I failed to double.
Well, but if I recube you to 4, it's a dead 4 cube for you, but it's efficient in terms of winning the match.
I didn't want to give you that option.
And then if I get to 2 away, 4 away, that's rather an inefficient score because you've got a lot of volatile positions where you can double me early.
I know that.
Yes, and so
Well, I can double you later. And
that's part of the calculation of that cube as well at 5-3 ahead.
I can double you later after my game gets better, and you'll still take.
Well, but you could lose your market. You see, you don't want to lose your market. That's
Right.
A lot of people say that I can double later and it'll still take, but then you really don't want to lose your market, and that's often a kicker. The market loss chance. So here, I don't know, 13-10, 8-4, or whatever you choose is right.
I like 2 down. It's most efficient.
It's
I'm
fine.
ahead, right?
8-4 is not bad. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I ended up moving
13-9,
checkers in.
but it likes 8-4-6-3, which I wouldn't do 8-4-6-3. That looks shitty to me.
Well, I can't take those checkers off until I bring in the ones on the midpoint.
Yeah, I suspect the real difference between 13-10-39 and 8-4-6-3 is it's minuscule, and it's
If you're double twos.
It's minuscule, and it says, and in fact, I mean, I think that the choice is really between 13-10-39 and 13-10-8-4.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't think
that looked less pure.
8-4-6-3 is a very good play.
Do you remember that?
But I think the differences though among all 3 of those plays, your play 8-4-6-3 and 8-4-13-10 are minuscule. The real difference.
Do you remember that article Weaver wrote ages ago about how the optimal Baron position is 7-5-3?
That's
7
all.
to 6.5.
Walder discovered that.
Yeah, right.
And it is optimal.
Okay, well, I was.
So it can't be too bad to put a checker on the 4 point, right?
Well, I ended up having plenty of opportunity to do that.
Right. It's not a big deal either way, right?
Yeah.
I'm claiming that the differences between the top 3 players are going to be very tiny. The true differences.
Well, that's my style. If I'm ahead and I'm trying to simplify into a race, then I break contact. It's thematic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's thematic, but contact midpoint to midpoint contact is easy to break.
Yeah, right. You know?
So it's not like stripping the midpoint is going to give you that aspect of the play is not going to be big.
No, yes, that's true, but you might induce a sense of hopelessness in the opponent because he sees you leaving him in the dust.
Well,
come on, laugh.
A sense of hopelessness. I don't know.
So you guys entered into a boring race here, and then
yeah, these plays. I mean, plus is taking forever on them here.
Yeah, because it's trying to
get
statistical difference on them.
Plus likes 131039 better than 8463 by a minuscule 0.002, and it's not even on 4ply's 131084. 4ply doesn't like it all that well, but it doesn't hate it either. But we want XCR++. We don't want all this stupid 4ply donkey bear in. 4ply bears in like a donkey.
Here it likes smoothing, strangely. It thinks you're risking not getting any checkers to the 4-point.
Well, I did play 13876, so it's just 0.003 again. So 0.003 is hardly worth talking about. And it probably is not really 0.003. It's probably less than that, even if my play's wrong. And so that's
here's the big set. This is what ended it.
Then I rolled some dipshit 5-1 or something 5-2.
Yeah.
I'll just stack them up and 71 at this score. I don't think it's really any different for me than for money, because my cube efficiency isn't particularly good, and it likes to drop. Okay, it likes dropping by 0.19, so that's huge. So the score, I think, might even be in favor of dropping, because if Dougie gets 2 points
away, you put him to an inefficient 3-away score.
And if I redouble him into a dead cube, then I get 4 points. I get to 2 away, but then he could win the match exactly.
I'm going to start every match that way.
And I'm aware of that get to 2 away effect on the 2 cube in races. It's often key. It often means a lot in the doubler's favor, the leader's favor. So I thought this is a money drop by a bit. The cubeless is probably 20% or something. What does it say there?
20.7.
Yeah. So.
Well, I had commented that this is a money drop, and then you had already dropped before I made any comment about the score. But like, maybe that's all that needed to be said, was if it's a money drop, it's a drop at the score. Like the score, it sounds like, is amplifying the pass.
Yes, it amplifies it, and it's like probably a small money drop, but it's probably a money drop by at least 0.05, but not as much as 0.197. You know, Jesus, that's a huge money drop. But I don't think for money that it's a drop by that much. It might be 1.06 or something. You know, I don't know. What does the silly bot say? I can look at my bot here.
I mean, for money, I would think this is borderline. I would think this
bot
is
says this is a. Yeah, it says 0.188 at plus. And if I save it as a money game, export positions XGP, and then I say
like you're like a pip away from a take at money, right?
Yeah, it would be a pip away from a take, something like a pip.
A silly little pip.
Yeah.
Yeah, a silly little pip can mean a huge amount. Like, gee, I've got checkers on my 5 and 2 versus my 5 and 1, my last 2 checkers. Okay, so if I open this one up here.
If the pip goes from the 5-point to the 4-point, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Well,
so if I go,
it wasn't.
I'm going to say double action, and I'm going to say unlimited games. And I'm going to say it's Jacoby because it doesn't.
I want to start every game that way.
All right. So it says, for money, it says plus says it's a pass 1.033. It's only a pass by 0.033. But at the score, where Dougie's ahead by 2 points, it's actually a pass of the 2 cube by a huge amount.
Yeah.
By 0.18, by 0.19 or something, So that's where the leader has a score operating in his favor.
Yeah, this
making
is
it harder for me to take cube.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
It happens a lot with four-way that effect applies to the leader, but it's usually because of the gammon chances. I'm learning
Well,
something.
it's the gammon chances, but it's also because the getting to two away.
Yeah.
2 away versus here it was 2 away, 6 away is really good for the leader.
Yeah.
Because I want to double to 2, because it would make it a dead cube and all that. But I need gammon chances. I can't just double just because I'm winning or something. You can actually take more deeply in a pure race without gammon chances at that score. 2 away to 6 away. So I'm not going to just see as a holding game where I'm a favorite. It would be a small money double. So I'm not going to. I'm going to wait a little while before I double one of those. Wait till later when I'm a bigger favorite. And then I just played 2 down from midpoint, and now I said, all right, well, that was a 5-2 is a shitty reply to boxcars. Now I'm going to. What am I going to do? I rolled a 6-5 now. Okay, so I have to build my board versus stacking on the 6 or dumping checkers. Now I'm going to simply split. Oh, and now I'm going to hit. That was a good roll.
That was a good roll, but
most common number.
Got hit back. Now I got something shit. Oh, I got a 4-3. So I decided I would make the 11 point for pressure on the back checker versus allowing a possible hit and breakout or a double hit and breakout. I didn't care so much for the about all of this.
Look at his ouch head.
But then I just got pounded. I just got crushed from here. Double 4-2. Lousy number. I could have, it likes 24 to 20. Okay, that's a good play. So I might end up with a 22 point.
Oh, here's the pounding.
Then I got pounded on from here. I stayed on the bar or something. I don't know. I stayed on the bar, and then this was Katie. Katie barred the door. I think maybe I rolled an ace. Some crummy thing with it. 5. Yeah, I just go 6-1. Hope he rolls a 6-4 or something. Not a 6-4. Hope he rolls a block. Double 4s would be theirs. 6-2 3 times.
So what's going on with the cube here?
Yeah, so the cube, I guess the cube. I guess he's got too many gammon chances.
This is too good. And then
he gammons me too often. I mean, I'm going to have to be passing a lot of cubes from here. I would pass immediately, right? Because my winning chances are just too small.
It would be a mercy calling to double in there, right?
Well, it just said before. Yeah, so it said beforehand it was, but now it says it says it's a small double out.
Right. Yeah.
And I was not going to take, obviously.
Oh, but it didn't. Oh, it's not marking it though because it's so close. It's like
it's close. Yeah, it's not going to mark a 0.01.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we? 2-1. Oh, I see. Okay.
2-1, and he lifts the lot, which I think is right, probably. And now I said, "Oh boy, now I'm going to come to the edge, and now I can think about taking cubes."
Fucking A.
So now, what about a cube here? This is not good enough now, or?
I would have been taking, wrongly or rightly, I would have been taking. I mean, there's some chance he breaks against my wildly broken 3-point prime.
It's a big no double. It's a big mistake to double now. You've improved too much.
Right, and I've got because I got play. I could get out now. I'm seeing daylight to get out.
And he can crack. He can roll something like.
Now I had a dilemma with a stupid 6-1 because I have to leave a direct shot no matter what I do. And he's got access to the cube too. I was thinking I could play 8-1. But I guess
I
like the hit. I figured if he's going to double me, I'm going to take it. If he's not going to double me, then maybe roll badly and I can survive. And even in a bad situation, I've got that 23 anchor to fall back on.
so
I said, all right, I'm going to hit. Fuck it, it's volatile. I'm going to hit. Oh, so anything else is blunder.
making the ace is just wrong by a ton here.
Yeah, when in doubt, hit, right? So, and then did he hit me back, or what did he do? Yeah, he did hit me. I thought maybe break the 18 point with a 2.
Yeah, what was right there?
Oh, 3-1. It likes 3-1. Don't break the 18 point.
Yeah, that was there too.
Don't stack that. You might make the 1 point, I guess. I don't know. But now I just play. I guess okay. So I have no reason to play 6-3. So I just go 13-10. But 6-4 is a horrible number.
Oh, it wants you to attack.
What is it? What was the right play there?
It wants 24-27 to 1 hit. It likes.
It wants you to attack. I guess it's like
because otherwise you're keeping your prime intact with your play, but you're leaving 2 blots and a third one outside for remote attacking.
Yeah, and
I thought of doubling. I thought of doubling the actual play, but I decided that my winning chances were not high enough.
and then the biggest joker of the match.
Much work to do to get those 3 checkers out.
The biggest joker of the match.
I'm sorry I did not double after this roll.
I was like, oh my god, this is sick.
What was I hoping for? But now I thought, gee, I'm too good here.
Now you're too good, yeah.
So I'll just keep hitting. It doesn't like that play. Oh, I guess it wants you to build for the inner board. I guess that's reasonable. Build for the inner board.
Succiona.
Oh, so it thinks you should be cubing here.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, shit. Well, I thought it was too good. What does it think? It thinks it thinks it's a okay. 0.042. All right. Well, I'm not sure I believe that.
No, I think it's too good too.
What game? What was the number of that game?
Game 9.
9.
Move 43.
Game 9, and then boxcars is a joker. Doesn't even mark it a joker. And then, it says, this thing says I should double by 0.045. That plus, it gets narrowed to 0.041, which isn't very much. It's all right, double, and it's a big pass. But I thought, all right, how bad is it to play on? And then the 4-2. Now I thought, well, what should I do? Should I attack? But getting hit back is a big swing. I decided I would not lose, and I would simply
On the 5-2, yeah.
I would simply keep the builders in place and play to make the bar point. I guess it likes it. Oh, 0.001, 17, 12, 6, 4. Okay,
Yeah,
so I guess
none of these are hits.
I don't know, 17, 12, 6, 4. What the hell's the difference? I don't get that. I would rather have a double 4 that make a point than a double 2 to make a point. Double 2 is pretty good anyway.
So,
All right, now I'm just gonna. That was a good roll. I make the prime and come up. I'll just play for the gammon and hope he comes in and leaves more blots, which he did actually. 2-3. 2-3 hit. Play for the gammon. It's interesting. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I did dump to the 1 point, hoping to be hit back, which I wasn't. And then Dougie played a 6-5, which it doesn't like. I expected 3-2, which is an optimistic play. You might roll 6x and not have to break your.
You end up with more records on the ace point. I rolled a couple of fives and didn't have to play them.
It's but it's an optimistic play to keep the board.
Yeah, well, it looked hopeless to me.
That's not totally hopeless. It's not great, but there's a lot of variations where you break even with your breakage. So what do I have any blot numbers? What blot numbers do I have? Double fives? Is that a blot number? Double fives was a blot number.
Yeah.
So you could play against the one blot number. Now I thought maybe 3-2 was better, and again, it thinks conceptually similar to what was before. I've got 6-5 as a blot number. I've got 5-5 as a blot number.
I'm still trying to get off the gammon.
I did not wish to. Yeah, I did not wish to. But I'm still playing for the gammon. But if something goes radically wrong quickly, I guess it actually thinks you want the board.
Well, wasn't this where I told Wanda to tell me the double five? Yo, Wanda, yo, Dougie.
No, it was after you played the score 3, and I think I rolled a 6-6. And then you called for a.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Wanda, you got it. And I'm still playing.
I got that 6-6-5, just double fives, just when I needed them.
I'm still playing for the gammon here. Now I think I rolled 6-5 and I played safe. I could play Don safe and then double you out maybe if I get hit, but I said, all right, I'll just clear a couple of points and try to bear off in heaps afterwards.
Like a human, yeah.
Yeah, that was a human play. I guess bot liked it. And with no blot numbers, I'm still gonna play on. No, I've got 4 blot numbers, but that doesn't help me. It doesn't. Now you run away. And I still play on for the undeserved gammon, and 4 off, baby. I could still get 4 off and 4 off.
Dream on.
But now I no longer can. But in case the PR is close, I'm not going to give you a decision by doubling.
I was joking about that, actually. I was just like, they mustn't know where the resign button is. They're just playing to
no, but Dougie can forestall that by resigning, so I guess it's bad sportsmanship, too.
It's funny you mentioned that.
The PR doesn't mean anything in the tournament. It just means something in the Galaxy ratings.
What about the karma?
Karma's good. Yeah. You know, when you get in a position like this at the end, you got to talk about something. I can talk about karma.
Then is karma in favor of giving you advice on checker plays in real time? I don't know.
Oh.
Theologically speaking,
I've suggested to my opponent plays that I thought were bad, and then they've turned around and made them. So I can totally agree.
They're trying advanced poker strategy. What does he mean by advocating the play? He wants me to think he's against it. So
there was some quote from Nixon that I've never been able to locate. You know all the usual ones. This one was, he was talking to the reporter, and he said to the reporter something like, well, I know, you thought I said that, but I know, wasn't what I really meant. And I've never been able to find it again.
Nixon was a highly intelligent bastard, you know.
That's why he was so dangerous.
He was dangerous, bastard. Yeah, he's like. You should hear those Nixon tapes that they've released. They kept under wraps for decades. Good Lord.
When the president does something, that means it's not illegal.
Yeah, that was the start. I guess Watergate was I think there were probably things that would have been scandals that are just not known to history.
He deducted all kinds of shit to fix up his house, claimed it was for the Secret Service, but it was totally corrupt. There was stuff mixed in there that was abusive, obviously, in the face of it.
Pat wanted to redecorate the. She
Nixon
dumbwaiter. She thought that should be renamed.
The Secret Service paid to redecorate B.B. Rebozo's neighboring mansion.
Well, some of these effete snobs in the press refer to him as B.B. Regurgo, and I thought that was rude. I thought he deserved a little decorating equity there.
Oh, wow.
You know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know.
That's too indirect for me.
There are known unknowns, unknown unknowns, and unknown partially knowns.
Well, that's Secretary
You get that fuzzy logic there.
Donald Rumsfeld.
Donald Trumpsfeld is my boy.
Rumsfeld is the one who said the known unknowns, the unknown unknowns, and blah, blah, blah.
You don't know what you don't know. Isn't that tautological, Donald? I mean,
There's known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns.
Well, he was talking about which ones
you
are
can have
harder to guard
three of
against.
them come into play. You're only talking about two of them, Matthew. Three of them, when they come into play, then you got 8 all of a sudden, don't you?
So here's sort of, I'm going through the next game. This is sort of the beginning of the
I
pounding.
got crushed by double threes, semi-crushed by double threes, and I said, all right, I better hit before I don't want to play passively and get crushed. I've got that blot on the goddamn 1 point, but I did get crushed with a double hit.
This is a double hit followed by
And I said, I'm gonna
pieces here.
I'm gonna make the damn I'm gonna make that damn 5 point. I'm not gonna hit on the I'm not gonna hit anywhere.
Yeah. And
Switch
then,
to the 7 point for the tempo. No, thank you.
and
So
then
that's what I said. That trick never works. After he pointed on me with that,
What a juicy number.
it's pretty juicy. And then I threatened to make. I had a lot of threats to make a beautiful, lousily timed back game.
Well, you had a nice double 2 later, right?
Yeah, I had a nice double 2 later. It still didn't make a double anchor. I took a few rolls after the double 2.
Yeah, here, this double 2.
Joy. 7
Here's a
point
double 2.
joy.
All right, so now I'm going to make the 22 anchor and hit and build. I'm not going to make the 9 point or some stupid shit.
What's my chance of winning here? It looks like you're toast already.
Well, but the thing is that if you double me.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about that. Cubeless.
Yeah, well, if you doubled me, we're going to be itching to redouble.
You would beaver instantly.
Yeah.
You're a 2-1 favorite.
A mere 2-1 favorite. But your gammon value goes way down if I own a 2 cube with the score.
Yeah, right, yeah.
3 away, you don't want to be. You're 3 away, 5 away. You're not eager to throw the cube to 2 because if you're winning by enough, chances are you have a lot of gammon equity, and a non-double gammon gets you across. And I'm like, well, now do I blot out like a madman, or do I just make the 9 point like a human?
Like a human.
And I played like a human. I guess it likes the human play.
You can counter prime him.
Like a human like me. Yeah, I could have gone like 8-4, 8-3 or something, but
3-2.
the trouble with that is he has this freedom to slot the 9 point and just prime me.
Oh, 2-1 is I remember talking about 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. It doesn't like 9-7. I guess it thinks it's too big.
I was thinking you could have stacked up.
No, I don't want to do that.
You gave up on the backward game.
No, the 22 anchor game just sucks too much. I have to count on 6s to time it, and I just want that second anchor. My real question was 6-4 versus 9-7. I figured 9-7 I could play some counter priming games sometimes, and otherwise I could be hit and maybe improve my timing. I don't know. And 6-4 looked all right, keeping my structure. Bad double 6s or something like that. But bad double 1s. That's interesting. Bad double 1s breaks a forward point. After that, I didn't notice that. Maybe had I noticed it, I would have gone for it.
I wasn't going to roll it.
Yeah, you didn't.
Well, Nash.
No, it like now look counterfall. Oh boy! But then he rained on my parade with that escaping number. Now I said, all right, now I better attack. Up to I got a duplicated 6-1, but I didn't get any sixes for a while, did I? Or 3. All right, I'll kill a 6. Maybe I could just slot the 2-point or something.
Oh, with the 4-3?
But I didn't like it. It seems to like. No, it says 92, but 005. It likes sliding the 2-point. Oh, okay. All right. I guess it's hard to make the 2-point if I don't slot it. And maybe I can get a checker sent back, and it might work. But now I think, all right. So now I said, all right, now I'm going to come to the edge, baby. I better come to the edge while I can.
Now it wants, looks like the cube, it wants the cube to get activated here.
Oh, by Black, by Matt. I mean by Dougie.
From the roof, yeah.
Yeah, Dougie. Yeah, I might. It says it's a horrible take, but maybe now the gammon chances are low enough that doubling is right. Only 20% gammon chances. I've got a whopping 5.4% gammon chances. Okay, now I made the 2-point. Oh boy, I've got a 6 pretty soon here. Still a double. It still hates non-double. Now it hates a non-double. Now Dougie just.
I was joking that you would probably roll 6-4 here.
Well, I would have hit loose. I mean, I would have liked a 6-4, any 6. If I switched to the 1-point, oh boy. And now I thought Dougie's probably too good with this, and sure enough, he hits me.
Yes, juicy.
I stay on the roof, which is better than breaking my board. He keeps his builders spread out. I come in and don't break. Ooh, I come out. Then I think I get hit. And then I do break. Oh, no, I don't get hit. Now I roll a lousy number.
Succione.
And now I probably have to break my. Yeah, I break my board now.
I hear it wants you to hit.
Yeah, hitting is good. You're going after more.
Just because of the blot, I guess.
More things, and if five of those 6s don't escape a checker, but stay on the bar instead. And 1 6 leaves me a blot, a shot at that other blot. Now I'm thinking, oh boy, I want to get out with a 6-2. I roll a 4-1, so I can keep my 4-point board at least. Oh boy. 4-2. Now I get hit. Now I don't. All right. Now I'm really happy. I got 6s to come out.
Oh, I remember this. Dougie got all his checkers in, and then he couldn't get any checkers off. He kept rolling horror numbers.
Yeah. And now I broke my board.
Crashed with double 2s.
5 2 8 to 1 is good, and now I said, "Oh boy, I'm gonna run away."
So that was right to lose that.
I got that great 14-point. You bear one off, which has got to be right. I gotta make a great 3-point board.
This was awful.
Double threes was fun. I said I'd better hit. I might be passing a double even after I hit. Beautiful 3-2. I can keep my board at least, but I don't get a chance to stay in the game. 6-5 double shot.
Yeah.
That's why I have to cube.
6-5, 6-1, and 5-1 are the only blot numbers. So I dropped. I did not see a good way to win. Starts with 6 blot numbers, and then
Ooh, wrong way.
So 1 out of 36 I hit, and then I have to win.
Okay, so this was a good play.
Yeah, it could be. The idea is that, one of the ideas is that it's better to duplicate 4s than 6s. 6s tend to be really bad here. And so if you keep your bar point, you make my 6s bad. 4s, which go up to the 20 point, tend to be better for me on the other side, so there's some duplication.
Plus, he's getting 2 more builders technically in the zone by
He's got a,
shadowing.
he's got a more efficient usage of the checkers, but sometimes the 5 point is more important.
Is it
But
a
at the
big deal?
score, it's not the
What's
biggest deal.
It's sizable on here.
Yeah, it is sizable. I bet for money it is also right to make the 11 and 4. I think Paul Weaver wrote some. No, he wrote. It was about a related position with an early double 5, but not this one.
Now, is this because you have a deep point? If you have a stronger point, does it change, or does that not affect it?
I don't
My
know.
point's better than your point.
So it wants me to advance to the 20 point. I guess that's better. Building is really sort of weak. So maybe I agree with the bot about that. The 4-2. What did you do? Come out?
I did. Is that wrong?
No, it wants you to make the 9 point.
Yeah, the priming play.
Ugh.
Ones are duplicated.
Leaves it direct to a plus the ones that hit on the 11.
Yeah, I guess that the fact that the ones that hit on the midpoint are duplicated must be worth something.
Well, I wanted to jump out to the bar point to keep you from making an innerboard point, and I figured
Well,
I'd
the
get
whole
plenty
thing,
of scrum.
yeah, I know, but I've got 11 checkers in the zone, and now you're breaking your anchor.
I get that. I get that.
That is often the wrong idea, and apparently, but this is a radically different kind of play, making a 9. I think Bill Roberti's got a similar. He's got some vaguely similar thing in one of his advanced backgammon books.
I mean, the other play that I like is 2 off the midpoint.
Yeah, 2 off the midpoint is not the worst either.
It likes 13 to 7, slightly better than that, but yeah, it's 2 off the midpoint.
Oh, 3-3, and yeah, but yeah, I guess it just hates giving me the letting 5s tap loose on the 1 and all that stuff. I did attack, and I think maybe I did win this game. No, I didn't. I lost this game.
Oh, so this double 4.
Yeah, double 4. It doesn't like that. I really was not sure about this.
Oh, so
it says 8 to 4-2 instead of 6 to 2-2. Right.
I mentioned that play that you might have to hit loose and make another point inside.
Yeah, make the.
I didn't see your play, and when you made your play, I was like, oh, that's probably better because like it's playing with 1 less blot. And
yeah, and it's unstacking the 6 point, but the 4 point is a better point, especially if he fans. So I don't know. I mean, I was thinking like, okay, I'll minimize blots and I'll maximize points and I'll unstack my 6 point. And in return, I'll make the 2 instead of the 4. But I'll leave. I won't leave another blot outside. I'll leave fewer shots. I mean, these are tough plays. Roberti says blitzes are very difficult. The people say primes are difficult, but blitzes are difficult. And now I thought, oh, should I double here after bar to 15? And I didn't.
Or 15.
Yeah, but you came out, which is right. And now I thought, and it's not considering a double, so I guess I was right not to double. And I thought, all right, well, it doesn't like hitting on the 7.
no, do not double this.
No, I didn't. No double.
Scoop.
I didn't like doubling, so I didn't. I was right on double. So 0-5-6.
Oh, it's 5-4.
What does it say I should do? All right, and then 5-4 is not a hit. I think you just came to the 11.
This one, this 4-2.
Yeah, it says it says 8 to 4, 24, 22. I hate that. That looks bad, doesn't it? I guess it's not too bad. The waist is pretty close. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's got a component of advanced anchor and a component of race. I don't know.
Well, your play,
And it's just a very big play to hit.
yeah.
I get gammoned a lot. And here I thought, oh boy, now I'm going to attack. Hopefully he'll make a third point and a fourth point and attack. Now I said I have to double this at the score. I must double this. It's very volatile.
I think I thought this was going to be
I could make
fast.
the point and then I'd have a cash sometimes, right?
Is this a take here for me?
It looks like it, but I think I was saying I expected it to be passed.
So what is the? No, it's a huge.
It's a huge take.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
only a double. It's only a double because of the big volatility at the score. I mean, my gammon value is only 0.55, I think.
It's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, at the score, my gammon value is surprisingly low, 0.55.
Wow. Yeah, I was like
with
cheering you for taking it, Dougie. I was like, excellent. We have action, and like, maybe Marty doesn't cover. He has got those two checkers to get out. But
I got structure there.
yeah,
I got one blot.
yeah. Yeah, I guess you just come in and you're
I'm
already
only a
winning.
2-1 favorite to make a fifth point, whether it's on the 1 or the 4.
Are a favorite?
I count 21 to make the 1 point and 4, and then but no, it's duplicated. Then I count 4-4. So that's 22 numbers to make a 5-point board.
Personally, I was thinking of double
Only
fives.
22 to make a 5-point board.
I was thinking of double
I guess
fives.
it liked my 4-1, so it loved your take, and it liked my 4-1, which is both up. I was thinking blitz connectivity, and I still can't make the damn point, but at least I make the 20 anchor.
Then he pops you.
And then I get popped. And now at least I make the 7 point, which was big. Then I got out primed, I think. Some shit. Oh, now I better come out while I can. Double fours is bad. 5-4, I was thinking, all right, now should I come out? But I figured I'd better go for the prime and hope maybe Dougie will crack on me.
Should I stay or
Maintain
should I
3
go?
builders. I'll maintain 3 builders for the 4 point.
So you thought about coming out with both of them?
I thought about it briefly, but I didn't. I decided not to. I decided he's too stripped outside. He can break, and then I could get extra opportunities based on my anchor. So I just came in, and Bot likes it, and there's an ugly 6-5.
Boy, is that ugly.
Breaking the 8 point. And now I guess I could come out again, but I guess it hates my play burying a checker to my 3 point. I guess it wants me to bring both out based on the blots, duplication of 2s and 1s. All right, I can see coming out. It works really well if I get missed. This was
Oh, I remember this play. Yeah, 5-4.
yeah, I made my 4 point.
Then you rolled 3-2, and I was like, oh, you wanted to get them both out, but you can't. And that
It
dilly,
wants me to hit loose. That's interesting.
yeah, I thought you were going to hit loose
I
because the dilly is so bad.
I didn't think of that. I just thought I should gamble against a 6, and maybe there's a 6 without a cover too. Like Boxstars, it doesn't cover. It makes the 1 point, but it doesn't cover 2.
But then after you made your play, I was like, okay, so the cube's already turned. He's got to finish the game. He's going for the closeout,
Exactly, that's what I was doing. But I guess maybe it's a little better to put him on the bar.
Maybe because of the blot, you might be able to pick up that blot if there's a.
Well, yeah, I also can improve if he stays on the bar, my race is better. I can still maybe make the 4 point and close my board.
Most of the 6s win.
This is a very big play. He can hit and cover, or he can hit and not cover, and then I miss. both of which are monster. But he could hit me. Okay, 4-1. All right, so he makes a point. Now I'm just going to hit. Probably. And hopefully I'm a favorite to close my board. But I roll crappy. I roll a 3-1 or something.
Yeah. And then the kick in the nuts.
Whoa, baby! Average plus.
At least I made the 20 point. At least I had some containment going on.
The Sydney type number.
Okay, so I take it back. Maybe this is a bigger joker than the double sixes earlier. I don't know.
Well, I wasn't seeing that. I think maybe I was right about the pass versus Beaver being in the first match.
Okay, so now we danced around for a long time.
Oh,
so
you guys were.
You had a 4-2, but then you discovered you really had a 5-2.
You guys were stubborn about. Dougie stayed on that 18 point for quite a few rolls.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I thought this is a pretty good containment stance right here, and I can just sit there if I'm lucky. If I don't hit him, I can maybe sit there. That's good for a non-hitting number. I can make my.
You've got like 3 rolls or something where you can a 9 or a 10 is good. So like.
That's 8 numbers.
Right.
Yeah, quite a bit of shots.
9 or 11 or some 12s and 15s. Yeah, not enough 15s.
Yeah, I got five nines hit, and then five numbers hit from 9 away, and then 3 from 10 away.
Oh, so here.
So what about that 2-1? It's just got a yellow.
What is it like? Oh, it says 7-6-4-2.
Oh,
You're saving a 6, right? You don't want to be forced into range, is what I was thinking.
I don't want to be forced into doing the double shot.
Some of the 6s come out of range anyway. They hit or they jump, and 6-2 would break the board or else force 18-16, which would be 12 hitting numbers. And then then 6-1, there's a big tangible benefit. So here's my 4-2 is like, oh shit, I don't know what to do with that. It hates that. All right, it says 17-11. I thought of 17-11 is scary, but I guess I'm losing I'm losing anyway. I don't care about gammons. I thought of
you got to pray
10, but I guess I was just too chicken. I should have played. I just should have played big. I should have counted the numbers up and played big.
Yeah, at least
counting the numbers, but I didn't do it.
You force a direct shot if you're not.
So what was his best play here?
17-11.
17-11. Whoa.
Maximized contact.
Wow, he's
I
out.
guess maybe another factor with not going 7-6 the move before is that it's a second blot for me. If I get hit and I hit back, I might be able to pick up a second blot and win a gammon. Then get to Crawford. But I misplayed. I mean, the closed board is so good. I shouldn't.
So 16.
So how many ways are there to be hit? There's 18.
It doesn't even show.
There's only 19 ways to be hit. Is that right? There's 15 over there.
It doesn't.
18, and then 5-5 is 19. There's only 19 ways for him to hit me.
It doesn't even show 16, 14, 6-2.
Well, yeah, that's breaking the board.
Well, there are other. You chose one that broke the board.
Well, it's showing the move I made, which is legitimate. I mean, maybe it wouldn't show it if I didn't make it.
Well, then you'd be spared the opprobrium.
So it thinks you gave up about.
Opprobrium, isn't that a marsupial that roams the backyards at night?
Depends on your classification.
Yeah, that's right. You know all the Linnaean shit, and I don't know that stuff very well.
So 29.
Opossum opprobrium.
I am so glad to be a mammal.
The mammals are my favorite creatures, and I want her tonight. Heartbeat, increasing heartbeat. You know that this town isn't big enough, not big enough for both of us. This town is
we set him off.
Both of us.
Okay, so
And it ain't me who's gonna leave. I guess, he wins too often with that 6-point open after I hit him.
Well, I was just looking at that. It was 29. It's about 30% after breaking the board you win, and 34.5 if you force the
Yeah.
action right now.
That's a big difference. 4.5% is big.
So
yeah, like I said, there's only 19 ways to hit. He's got 15 to hit on my 11, 3 more on my 16, and 2 more because the 6-4 is double counted. It's counted already. Only 19 is only a little more than even money to hit me. And then he's got 11s and he's got 5 and he's got 6-6 to safety.
Yeah.
Got 3 more numbers to safety, and the other ones hit or they.
Plus double fours.
Yeah, double fours is one of the 15 that hit.
Double threes.
Even double fours leaves uneven on the end for you.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're better off being hit with those numbers because you're dead anyway.
Yeah, I would rather be hit and have a chance to hit back than just be cleared over.
Double fours is gin, so you get 5% or whatever after you're hit.
Whoa!
It forces a hit with double fours. That's
Yeah.
good. And then on some of the numbers that hit only once, I've got return shots.
Double fives is pretty gruesome.
Right? 6-3, a 6-3. I've got 6 return shots.
Double fives is pretty gruesome.
Double fives is gruesome, but at least I have the hope that you'll roll 6 double 5-1.
Well, if he hits you with like a 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. I've got
You got
3 return shots.
Yeah. So but it's hard to make that play. It's hard to put it all on the line.
Excuse me, on 6-3, I've got 8 return shots, for God's sake.
All right, what happened?
6-4, I've got 6.
More slowing contest.
Yeah, and here, all right, I'll stay where I am. I'll just I'll keep my even away point blocking. I'll block those double fives.
They want you to spread out. Apparently, I don't know.
Oh, really? What? Spread out with a 3? You mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I never even considered that. See,
why would you do that?
No, 17. He wants me to go 17-16. So 17-16 blocks 9s.
I'm right. You're right. It wants you to.
It blocks more numbers. Blocking the 9s is good. I mean, because 5-4 leaves another shot, or it doesn't move the back checker. And then and it blocks double 3s, whereas the 17-point blocks double 5s at 6-4. But there are more 9s than 10s.
Yeah.
It blocks more numbers, and it keeps a better spare position for me. It maintains a spare 1 over there too. Go 2-1. I don't know. I considered it, but I just thought, okay, blocking the higher numbers is better. That was my so-called thought process. No, I didn't hit. So what did I do? I just played safely or something.
You played 17-9.
Okay, 17-9 is probably right. Okay, it says it's right.
And then
aha! Now I've got a shot at the second blot. I'm hardly ever going to gammon. Even after I hit it, I'm not gammoning very much. And I fan and lift.
This was desperation. This
I have 11 shots in that final position. Now I'm going to have 6 shots from here.
Dougie's so close, and he rolls this stinking 2-1.
Well, it was enough to win.
Oh yeah, it worked out, but you have to sweat it.
Sweat those 6 return shots, man.
Well, actually, he got another one later.
Now he's got double 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. If I fan, and he rolls a 5-4, the bastard. I stay out. Oh boy, double 2s. I think, right?
Yeah.
He played safe, which I would have also done. or not safe. No, he took 2 off.
It doesn't
I
play
guess
safe.
it likes the 2 off. It likes the extra checker off.
Hell yeah.
It has them equal
3
here.
to 1, 3, 2 off. No, it thinks Doug made a mistake by 0.009. Okay. So
Oh, really?
right. Yeah, so I was right in my thinking about that, and I was like, I can't figure out a way where I can force him to go odd on the 1 point.
And then that's it. Game
No,
over.
I could have forced him to go odd on the 1 point by staying back.
So
Yeah.
Then I could wait for multiple doubles, and I could with multiple double ones stay on the bar.
So with that 2-2 play there, if I take an extra checker off, I'm leaving 2 more shots, but I'm also gaining 3% in the race.
Well, you're gaining some equity after I hit you, but you're leaving me 2 more shots.
Right.
So I was thinking that since winning is at a premium and gammoning means nothing, and you have 4 checkers off after your actual play, maybe that's not quite enough to leave extra. If it were only 1 shot, I think it would have been worth it, but 2 shots, I thought not. And I base this on a vague feeling I have about related positions. Kleinman wrote an article that turned out to be wrong in some of its numbers.
Oh, really?
Published in the 80s.
Oh, really? I'm sure I read that.
80s. And yeah, it's in one of the Vision Laughs Accounting, I think, maybe the first 2 books. I'm not sure. Maybe it's in one of those first 2 books he ever published. I've got them all in my bookshelves around here. Matt, I like your streaming graphics here.
Yeah, really.
This is I'm trying to channel Fenway Park with the scoreboard there.
You're doing a good job.
Oh.
You just need a few more special effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put some widgets in there that look like scoreboard.
I'm a one-man show here, so I got to keep it a little simple too. But actually, so you guys
find those widgets. There have to be some widgets, Fenway widgets online.
Actually, the stream is still going. I'm going to turn the stream off. I'm going to close it up here. You guys, we can hang out more on the Hangout if you want to just like
sure.
Drink a beer or something. But let me close up the stream. So if there's anybody watching, I can't believe that there is. But the finals is now determined. It's going to be Doug Roberts versus Alex the Manian. I believe it's happening next Sunday, tentatively at 1 p.m. But that there will be an announcement. So stay tuned on this channel. And guys, thanks so much for coming and having this nice chat. And we'll catch everybody next week.